16, worth $600,000. Like, how does a young boy deal with this?
I'm gonna correct you. It was a bit more. And I'm not gonna tell you exactly, but it was
a bit more.
He's a good guy to be with, you know. He's really straight. For example, if you do something wrong, like in the game or something, he's gonna tell you, you know. And I like it. This is not just a game, you know.
Yeah.
And this is not just a trophy. It's just something else. Just emotions.
It's magical. Yeah.
Because like if Beat, for example, wouldn't join, I would join as a second op, you know. And I would fit the team because I could play with op, and I could play with rifle as well.
Still strong rifle. All right, this is Under the Scope, episode 2, and I've got the baby goat, the superstar of the future, maybe even a superstar now in some people's eyes, definitely in my eyes, is m0nesy. And m0nesy, we've got to look at this, right? You have already had a crazy good career. You've already lifted trophies, you've already achieved dreams. But before we got to this point, before we came to know m0nesy, the CSGO player, you told me many long time ago that your early life you were playing CS from very young. But what was your early life like before Counter-Strike? Like, where did you grow up? What city did you grow up in? What was family life like?
So, hello guys. Yes, so we're doing interview with James. Just talking about my career and about my past. Yeah, I told you a lot of stories, many stories, but I didn't talk about and I didn't go like that deep, even before my career and before I even started playing CS. So, I mean, I think just the classic and the basic story that I can tell you, I started playing and I saw computer games and just computer because of my brother. He inspired me a lot because of the, I don't know, it was just really, I had a vibe, you know, when I was coming in his room and seeing him how he was playing, you know, like behind PC.
How's the age difference between you two?
10 years old.
Oh wow, so he's 10 years older, okay.
Yeah, he's 10 years older, he's much older.
He's still younger than me.
That's true, yeah. And he has a wife already.
Nice.
He's married, yeah. And he just like, he helps me a lot, like about my, just stuff that I need to, don't need to think about it too much.
Yeah.
I just need to focus on the game and he just helps me to don't think about other stuff, you know.
Nice.
So yeah, I was just watching him, how he was playing PC. He was visiting some LANs.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was like leaving home. I even had like some stories, you know, like I was a small kid, you know. Every time when I was waking up, I want to go like in the room and just play because he was sleeping.
Take that time, get involved.
Yeah. And I was doing it really carefully because I needed to turn on PC. And when I turn on PC, it just starts to make some, you know, noise, you know.
Yeah, there's a boot up.
And I was so scared to him to wake up. Yeah. And one day I remember I woke up, I went in the room, and I couldn't see devices, you know. I couldn't see devices on the table because he just left to play on some LAN.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? Like,
how do I do this?
Like, what should I do? Like, yeah. And I didn't have phone to call him or something. I was just waiting in the apartment. So yeah, that was actually funny because I didn't understand anything that time. And yeah.
So before family stuff, let's talk early life. Where you grew up in Russia? Were you in a big city? What was life like there? School and stuff.
So I grown up in Katowice. It's I wouldn't say it's a big city, just something between small and big, you know. So like I think I have like 140k population there.
Okay.
So it's fine, yeah. Like I have a lot of friends there. I have like my close friends as well from that city because we went to kindergarten.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also studied in the school together. So yeah, like in Katowice.
Just growing up like that way. Yeah. Okay. And so you just have your brother. You don't have any other sisters or brothers.
I have cousin. I have 3 cousins.
Okay.
And
they live in the same city?
No, they don't live in the same city. A little bit far. Not that far. Like maybe an hour.
Oh, yes, that's not bad. That's not bad.
It doesn't really matter.
Considering the size of Russia, it's not too bad at all. You can go very far.
So it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Okay. And so when you were growing up in early life, you said obviously you're playing on your brother's computer, right, and doing that. What age was this?
It was at 5 years old.
Wow.
First of time. Yeah. So I just even remember my brother was telling me the story. Like when I was 2 years old, we had like some old PC, you know, and I was playing Star Wars Battlefront, you know.
Oh yeah, the original.
Yeah, not Battle. I think it was called
Battlefront, where you play like the stormtroopers, right? And you.
Yeah. It was Star Wars Battlefront. Like my mom was, she was feeding me with the porridge. How do you call it?
Bottle.
Porridge.
Porridge.
She was feeding me with the porridge, and I was playing Star Wars Battlefront. I don't even remember this, but my brother remembers. So yeah. But
This is great because your brother's so much older. He can see everything when you don't remember
saw everything.
things. Yeah.
And at 5 years old, I started playing Counter-Strike. I met 1.6 first of time.
Yes.
Yeah, 1.6.
Good man.
Honestly, I was playing a lot of publics.
Yeah. That's how we start.
Yeah, and I was playing a lot of like KZ servers, like Bunny Hope, Surf, and like that shit.
That's why you're good with your movement then.
I really like movement. Like I don't know, I think like movement is something like it's really really important in the game, you know.
Yeah.
If you have better movement, you will feel better the game, you know.
Okay.
Not only shooting wise and not only like strategy, you know, like you know what I mean. You just need to move even better, and you will feel the game better. I just think like that.
So if we're thinking about like you playing Counter-Strike so young, what about when you were a kid? Were you very active in sport and stuff? Did you play football or something like that?
No, I didn't play any. I didn't do any sports
Okay.
when I was young. I think when I was 10 years old, maybe 9. I was doing breakdance. Like I went to breakdance for 1 year. Yeah, you know I went. Like it was the time because our school changed the, how to say, not the schedule, but like, so you had to wake up at 8 a.m. You know, but after 1 year they changed it that you needed to come to the school at 8 a.m. But after 1 year they changed it, and you had to go at 12 or 1.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and just I couldn't find my time, and that's why I left breakdance. You know.
Damn.
So I had the breakdance for 1 year. Yeah, and after I just stopped going, and I was like really grinding a lot.
Can you still do any breakdance now?
I remember some how to say, some not dances, but some moves, you know. But I cannot, like, a bit tough.
And JACKZ, right? He used to be a bit of a dancer. You ever tried
JACKZ?
dancing him? He got
Never
moves.
mind. He's a beast.
That's brilliant.
He's insane. Oh my god. When he started dancing once, I remember it was on boot camp. I came on boot camp in Serbia. And I think not the first day, we won. Before the game against NIP, I think, on Nuke, he started dancing. I was just doing the same.
Brilliant.
We even have like a video, I remember.
Yeah. I think I've seen some of the clips of it before.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 years old, you're already playing CS. You had a bit of this breakdancing time. What was m0nesy like in school? Were you a hard worker? Were you a kid that wanted to just go play CS every time? What was school life like for you?
To be honest, I remember my parents and my friends were always telling me, like, bro, you need to go outside sometimes. I mean, I was going outside when I was, I think I was going a lot outside till 10 years old. And after I started grinding a lot. Like actually a lot, because I don't know, it was something else. I just loved games, and I think like some people even like telling me that I was born to play games, you know. Because even like when I play Dota or like I play PUBG, it just feels that, I don't know, like I can just play this game, you know. I have no problems I don't know how to explain it, but you know.
Like natural talent. You're gifted at it.
I don't know.
You might not say it, but we'll say it because we can see you.
Maybe, yeah, but yeah, I love to play games. I don't know.
So outside of gaming though, what were you like in school? Were you good in school? Did you work hard at that, or was it?
I wasn't. I was good in the school till 7th grade.
Okay.
I would say.
How old are you in 7th grade in Russia?
7th grade, maybe. I don't want to lie, but maybe 13, 14 years old.
Cool. Yeah, I think we're like 11, 12.
7th grade, yeah, maybe 13 years old.
Okay.
Or 14. I don't actually remember, but yeah.
It's a long time ago at this point.
I remember I joined NAVI Junior. It was, I think, in 8th grade or 7th
Yeah,
grade.
so I think you were 13 or 14 when you joined NAVI Junior, right? So this is what's crazy. When I do this with many other players, I go through their childhood and stuff, and Counter-Strike comes so much later. But for you, it's like right at the start of it all.
Just only because of my brother.
Yeah, but this is great, right? This is what we will have now with the new generation of kids, because like me, I have a son who's 6. He knows Counter-Strike. You know, like this is how it's going to be going forward for these new young talented players coming up. So if we look down this, right, I'm going to go through your team list here. We got on Liquipedia, and I want to know, were these your first teams? It says New Balls, interesting name, and S Gaming. I know, this is 2019, but was there teams before this?
I didn't have teams before that.
Okay.
I had only like
Because you were so young, right?
Yeah, I had like mixes, you know, like we just creating like team mix with friends and we were playing together. But yeah, like New Balls and S Gaming. S Gaming, New Balls actually like it's the same team, you know.
Okay.
For example, New Balls it's a mix, but S Gaming is like kind of like organization already. So
okay.
yeah, but New Balls, why we called it New Balls, because I was playing with the captain Rufire.
Oh, I remember Rufai, yeah.
Yeah, and he had a team 5 balls before. And yeah, once they, how to say, like
Disbanded?
yeah, disbanded. Like we created the team New Balls. Yeah, and he invited me to just for test. You know, like I was 14 years old. Yeah, that time. Yeah, I was like a bit. I was shaking a bit because like I never had such like better players than not such like better players than me. You know, at that time. And they knew more than me, of course, and I joined the team, and after we continued playing together.
And Rufai is quite interesting because I hear this from a lot of players that he was very involved in a lot of young players. You know, like helping young players come together. Was this a player you could learn from? Was this like an early person you could learn from outside of your brother?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I learned. I would say like I learned a lot of like basic and like basic Counter-Strike and how like the Counter-Strike looks like. You know, like in the team. Because like before I had only mixes, you know, and we, for example, we never watched like demos together, or like never, I don't know, analyze the game together properly, and yeah, so it was my actually like first team, and I was happy to play there. Yeah.
So this is crazy. Your first team, you're 13, 14? Yeah,
14.
14 years old. So before that was just a lot of casual, KZ, face it, right, and. You were still so young. Like when I first heard about you, you were 14. But like before that, people already heard about you within the CIS scene. So what was that like for your brother? What was that like for you? Because I'm guessing you were a lot better than your brother.
I mean, I think maybe at 12 or 13 years old, yeah, I got better than my brother in CS. Because
I would hate to be his brother at that point. That'd be like, damn it.
But yeah, I'm telling truth. But he just like stopped playing Counter-Strike that much because like he got girlfriend, you know. He got girlfriend and like maybe their age also like plays on him, you know.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe I'm not sure how it was for him, but yeah, he also like went for a job, so yeah, I think he didn't have a lot of time. Yeah, so like this.
So tell me this point, which is crazy because we don't see it yet within esports. You're 14 years old. You're playing on teams. Now your teams at this point were already starting to get notable. If we look. You start NAVI Junior trial in 2020, that's a year later. You're still only 14, you become 15 in NAVI Junior. What are your parents saying to you at this point? Are they encouraging you? Are they happy about this? Are they saying, wait a second, school?
So when I joined NAVI Junior, I joined the academy team, right? And obviously like my brother was really happy.
Because of course, he's like, NAVI, let's go.
He said like, it's NAVI, come on, like it's so good. And yeah, my parents, they were not in like how to say, like they didn't understand what is esport, you know.
Oh,
They just kind of knew that my brother was playing a lot, and he was like visiting some LANs, you know, and other things, but they just didn't understand like that you can get money from it, you know, that you can get how to say that you have like big organizations in esport as well that you can join and play, like it's something maybe similar to football, you know, like you have organization, you have club to play.
Yeah, people know the trajectory, right? You're gonna do this, and you can be successful.
Yeah, they just like it just like you know like mobile game, you know, you play and you get nothing from it, you know, just playing for your fun and that's it. But yeah, when I explained them and when my brother explained them, like they understood. My mom and my grandpa, they started watching some even like games and started like cheering for us. and I just remember even like the moment like we were playing some tournament, we won the game, and I came in. No, we lost the game. I came to the kitchen, you know, to just I don't know, take something to eat,
Yeah.
and they said, "You lost, yeah." I said, "Yeah, I lost. It's fine, it's fine. Next game you will win." I was like, "Okay, okay." I was like not tilted, but frustrated
You
that we
feel
lost,
angry,
and
yeah,
I'm coming
yeah.
to the kitchen to take something to eat, and they're saying like, "You lost, yeah." I said, "Of course."
So, how did you get onto Navi Junior? How did that happen? Because we started to hear about you just before Navi Junior. I think more, you know, like, I'm not saying every player in the community knew you, but players who were looking at Face It, players who were hearing names, everyone started saying m0nesy. So, what point did Navi happen, and who was the first person to come to you about Navi?
So the first person who I will start from this. The first person who came to me was our coach, my friend Amiran.
Ami, yeah.
Yeah, Ami. He just wrote me and he said like, "Do you wanna try? Like, do you want to get a test?" I said, "Of course I want." And yeah, I was like, "Oh my god."
Did you know how much of a legend he was though from the 1.6 days? Like, do you know how his background before then?
I don't remember like what he played in 1.6, but I just remember like what teams he was in CS:GO,
Okay.
like Hellraisers, for example, and yeah, I just remember that.
He's got a long history within the CIS scene, and
Yeah,
he's a
Ami
big brain for it, man. A really big brain.
yeah, he's a good person, and
Yeah.
he was a good coach for us. Yeah. So and I think just before before the story, I think I was playing some LANs with the S Gaming, and to be honest, I was playing not bad on LANs. Even though it was my first LANs, I was playing not bad. And
How big are these LANs then? Like, how many people? How many teams?
you had some good, even the Kinder. I remember like Prosto,
Oh,
Pro 100.
okay.
They were playing on this LAN. I remember the first game we beat them.
Nice.
And after we played against like, Espada, for example, the team.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
you remember, we beat
course.
them. Yeah, and I remember I did even one before or something. So I mean, I dropped some good stats, even though I don't like to talk about statistic, you know. I dropped a good I think good stats, and people just saw me, and some organizations maybe. Yeah. And after like those tournaments, maybe in few or even 1 month, Ami wrote me.
But do you think it's crazy now when you look at it that you went from mixed teams straight to Navi? Like, you didn't go because the Navi Junior project was new, right? And you get picked up into it, where most people have to go through like, I need to be this team, another team, another team. You were just straight. Like, at that point, did you know you had something special?
I don't know, to be honest. I was just enjoying the game, and I don't know how it happened. Even though, like when I joined Navi, I'm gonna go a bit further.
Yeah.
Like I got even FPL invite. Like a lot of players were saying.
Well, did you get FPL invite before Navi? Or?
No.
Ah,
I
okay.
got after Navi. I mean, when I joined Navi, and after like even in 1 year. Sorry, I think. If I'm not wrong, sorry. Maybe they will edit me in comments.
That's fine. That's fine.
So,
you guys can
correct me,
teach us. It's
correct
hard
us.
for him to remember everything. He's had a lot of a career
Maybe
already.
you will correct guys in comments. So thank you. So yeah, and like yeah, wait. So in 1 year or like in in half of the year, I got FPL invite, and a lot of players, and not even players, just some people, maybe haters. I don't know. They're saying to me that. Like you got everything immediately. Like you got invite to there, you got invite to there. Like you got invite everywhere, but they just didn't understand like what was like the work put before, you know.
Yeah.
Like because I put a lot of work.
You've been playing since you were 5.
Yeah, I worked a lot and I played a lot. I grind a lot, and they just didn't understand it, and they didn't get this chance. And maybe they were like jealous or something. Jealous, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I don't like it, and yeah.
But you worked hard for this, and this is the thing, like, so your parents didn't really understand. Your brother's been obviously a big help in making sure that happened. When did the first contracts come though? Was that the Navi one?
The first contract?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a Navi one, yeah.
And so how did that your parents have to sign it? How did it work? Like, what happens in this situation for someone so young?
I don't know. I remember like I just printed the whole contract. It was maybe 100 pages or something. I was like, not 100, but less, yeah?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was just
it just felt like a lot. You're like, what is this?
It was a lot, yeah. But to be honest, like I just didn't even look at contract. I didn't like care what salary is gonna be, because just come on, like you don't need money. You
You're
know?
a
Like,
kid, yeah.
Of course, like why do you need? Yeah, I just signed the contract. My parents signed the contract. They just put the signature, and that's it. I was like, oh my god, I was so happy. I remember when I signed the first contract.
Yeah.
I think it was No, I don't remember. I don't remember when was that. The date, you know.
The date. We got you joining as a trial here on 2020 the 1st, so the January 2020. But then it says you're already on junior as like a substitute early on, and then it looks like you're on the main roster from like April 2020.
So I think 0701.
Okay, 0701.
Yeah.
So the 7th of January,
7th of January.
2020. We're gonna go with that. So you signed then, and yeah, that's amazing, right? You're a kid. It's a dream organization for the CIS side of things. But is this where you started to really learn CS? Is this like hard work begins?
Hard work began there, yeah. In that time, hard work began.
And you're 15, right?
15, yeah. I was 14, I guess.
14 still.
I was 14 still, yeah.
2020 is still 14.
Yeah, 15. I remember, like, I got 15 on the boot camp.
Ah, okay.
After boot camp, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
It was in 2021.
So how much of a step up was it for you, like to go from mixed teams into NAVI? How hard was this learning? Because for some players, even just to go to a next level, it's like, oh my God. But you're so young at this point as well.
It's just different approach to the game, you know, different approach to everything. Like you have organization behind you, you have professionals behind you, you have just people who understand and know CS better than you.
Yeah.
And I just laugh because like maybe some players, they not underrate, but they don't think about it when you're young. You have to learn from your mistakes.
Of course.
And you have to listen to older people that are like trying to help you, you know. They're not trying to criticize you, you know. They're trying to help you to be better, you know. And like Ami helps me a lot in a way of like thinking and approaching to this stuff, you know. Like he was telling me like this like money and like salary and like prize pool money, you know, from tournaments. It should be like on the second or on the third place. Not your like game should be on the first place, you know. You shouldn't think about your money or other things. You just should only play and just be focused on the game, you know. And that's what I was doing a lot, and I'm keep doing it. Yeah, and what else? I don't know. He just did a lot of job.
So one thing that's always interested me about you is that ever since I first met you back at the We Play times, you were professional. You were really like friendly. You didn't have an ego, despite being like you were a superstar before signing for G2. You were like already. Okay, I can say this. You don't have to agree.
You're gonna say
I can say this. To me, you were a superstar as ready as a kid, right? But you were always so professional. I remember going to tell people before you joined G2, I was like, I've never seen a kid give such good interviews, who's so nice and friendly. And like some of them were just saying, oh, he's nice to you because you're the NAVI guy. And I'm like, no, this like I said, this is how he is with the guys at Media Day at We Play. Like this is the way he is around people around us, the other talent. Like I said, this was just the vibe I got from you. But who was teaching you to stream and do like? Because one thing you nailed was social media.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you had crazy clips, which helps you. But NAVI were posting these clips, and I'm like, God damn, look at him go. Like, why is he so good? And like, you had the stream, you had a huge Instagram account, you had nearly 100K Twitter followers before you even gone like any.
Yeah.
How did this come about? Who guided you?
Just my brother.
Really?
Of course, my brother.
This guy is a man.
He's a beast. Yeah, like
Jeez.
You know, like that's what I told you. Like my brother,
insane.
yeah, he helps me with other stuff. You know.
Okay, that's what you mean.
Yeah. Like even now, like I'm playing. I don't want to think and be focused on other things. You know that I don't need to prepare before the game. You know, I want to be prepared before the game. I want to be focused always.
Yep.
And this stuff about like media, for example, I have like social media accounts. You know.
Yeah.
He thinks about it. You know.
Damn.
And yeah, like after the
No, that's all right.
sorry for
Go.
interrupting.
Go.
And after the like for example
So
after
nice.
the tournament, like of course like if he wants to talk about something that I need to do or we need to discuss, like we will do it, you know.
Okay.
But we're not gonna do it on the tournament. So we're trying to not do it on the tournament. If it's needed, we're gonna do it.
So, what was the first like before you joined NAVI? Did he get you streaming?
Before I went to NAVI, I was streaming. I already had like 500 or 600 viewers. It was like
More viewers than I get, by the way.
You cannot imagine. Like I was actually like so surprised that I had a lot of viewers. Like 500, it was so big, like so big for me. You know, when you cannot like in 2019 or 2018, I was streaming. I remember I was streaming PUBG and Counter Strike. I had like 3 viewers. You know, like me, my mom, and my dad.
Yeah.
And after that, I got like 500. I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Like people just coming and coming, and also a lot of like YouTubers. They were making video with me.
We saw so many highlights of you, bro.
Yeah, I was making videos like with them, and also from it I got some viewers, and I got some boost in my social media account. So like these guys, they know if they're gonna watch the video, they know about who I'm gonna speak. I'm speaking. So just thanks, and it was good boost from the start.
So your brothers helped you out with the social media. You're streaming as well. So you look like, if you're a package, to be sold to a team, you look perfect. Because we get players that I talk to in interviews, and sometimes, and this is just honest, some players I'm like, oh, this is amazing, this is great content. Other players I'll be like, oh, they need more media training. You didn't need media training. You already know how to stream. You were dominating on the server. So I'm thinking, God damn, this kid's like, there's something special. And it was not just on the server. This is what's most impressive. But going through this NAVI process, you obviously end up on the main NAVI roster. The main like NAVI junior roster, sorry to be saying, not because there was youth, then there was junior, and then there was.
I'm gonna explain as well.
This, by the way, is the most confusing thing. NAVI, this is where you failed for me personally because you had like a young division, a kind of young division, then the main roster.
Yeah, I'll explain.
And you were in all of it.
I remember. Oh my god, because I remember even story. Oh my god. So yeah, like when I joined, I was a NAVI junior. Yeah.
Yes.
So I was kind of like just watching and on practice, like how they were playing. Also, like it was not needed, you know. It wasn't needed like to come and practice and watch how they were playing. Even though I was in the team, you know, I could like go and stream or go and play Face It. But sometimes I was just joining the practice and watching, you know.
Okay.
Or Ami was like showing me the demo, you know, like in Discord. Yeah, and after like some team called NAVI Youth was created by Ami because. In that time, we had Hat-Trick, and we also had Fear.
I remember Fear, yeah.
This guy is insane. Hat-Trick is also insane, but Fear is also his insane captain. And so we had like already 3 players, me, Hat-Trick, and Fear. We didn't have kind of like team where we can play. We were in the team,
Yes.
But we were just sitting and just
waiting, yeah.
And we just like said to Ami, like we just wanted like 2 players, or maybe it's Ami said like to us that he wants to bring some 2 players, and you will have like NAVI Youth.
Okay.
And we created NAVI Youth, we were playing, and I can definitely say you that in a month or in 2 months we got better than NAVI Junior.
I remember watching.
We got better, and after we replaced NAVI Junior and we were playing, and that's it.
So the youth team went above the junior team, and then this was like a Mouse NXT beating the main Mouse roster, you know, that kind of thing. This was a similar situation, but if you weren't following the CIS scene, you wouldn't see it. But I was only following because obviously, you know, I love NAVI, so I'm just following the organisation.
I love them.
So I'm sat there going, okay, this is crazy. Then, right, when we get to this, we get to the Academy Leagues. Now, bro, you know, I was heavily involved in being with the Academy Leagues. Season 1. I had all this high hopes. I remember sitting there. You had 16 maps, a 1.64 rating. That's insane numbers.
Yeah.
But you still didn't get to the finals because the team was not ready, you know?
Yeah, we lost on bootcamp, I remember.
On bootcamp. We're watching them lose on bootcamp as well. What was that like for you though, because it was like, remember, this is like me, Pimp, Maui Snake, like you had tier 1 analysts at this point and commentators talking about you. I'm talking to you. Remember, I got our first ever interview on Discord with you. I was
shaking as well.
Oh, no, you can't be. You look good.
That's because
we need to bring this clip up of the first ever interview we did.
I was shaking because I didn't know like how to answer on English properly, and like you know what I mean. Correct.
You know how much I pushed for him? Like Army was saying, no, not m0nesy, not m0nesy, and I'm like, no,
I was declining.
And I was like, I want m0nesy, I want m0nesy.
I was declining. It was me. It was my So I was like, I was pushing Ami to not. I didn't want to do interview.
Yeah.
Because Fear, maybe he even like he knew better English than me.
Fear was good. We had Fear a few times.
Fear
but
was,
you kept owning, and I'm like, how can we not talk to him? Like he's dropping these insane numbers, and he's saying no. I need to talk to this guy.
Yeah, it was needed. Like interview was needed, and we made it then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I told you I was nice to you because remember it was like COVID times.
Nice,
So we're online and we're doing it through like a Discord call. And
when I saw you in interview, I fell in love Insta.
Oh, look at this guy! Look at it. You're too much of a sweetheart. But this was crazy, right? Because coming here, right, looking at the season 1 finals, everyone expected you guys to do so well, but it was mainly because of your name. We saw like some of the other players. I remember On Care, for example, right? Fear. We knew about them, but the expectations we all had was because we're seeing your face clips, we're seeing your stream.
Yeah.
So what did that feel like for you to have all this? I think I would say it was pressure, but you still didn't make it. Was that hard?
To be honest, yeah, like I had a lot of, you know, like a lot of people who are expecting from me a lot of stuff. For example, to drop some more KD or drop better.
But no, you couldn't drop more. He dropped 1.64 on 16 maps.
Yeah, I mean, they expected and I did it. So, like, they expected me to drop a lot of, like, really good statistic, and I just understand this. For example, I'll talk about it later. So, yeah, like, you had a lot of higher expectations. I had higher expectations from people. They were like, you know, like, they're writing. I was the guy who was, like, reading comments, but it didn't really affect me a lot.
Okay, that's good.
Because
that's
I
smart.
understood it. I talked to Ami, for example, yeah?
Yeah.
Ami explained me, like, I'm just the guy who, like, I'm talking to people, I'm trying to get some advices.
Advice, yeah.
Yeah, and I just, like, you know, accept them. And yeah, like, only one thing that you need to manage your pressure, because it's the only thing that you can do when you play on these tournaments. Even though you're playing against academies and you're an academy as well, you have to manage your pressure, because it's insane. Like, you have situation, you don't have to scream, for example. You have, like, to stay calm, you know, like, not, you know what I mean, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, just be yourself, you know? Don't look at other people who are, like, trash talking you, or, like, just writing some bullshit in the comments, or just maybe even, like, on extreme, you know, like, they're writing something bad in chat. Like, you shouldn't care. Like, you should care only about yourself and about your ass.
But is it hard about your ass is what you need to? Yes, you need to protect your ass.
Yeah.
But is it hard, right, when you say to deal with this pressure, these horrible comments, yeah? When these bad comments come, I get bad comments sometimes, right? People are like, for example, when I got the hot mic situation, everyone's just, you know, slamming you. Yeah, anyone of you guys that know me, it's like a joke, we're not serious things. But that can still affect you, right? The negative comments. So for young players especially, I think it's so hard, especially like the betting comments and other things that people throw at you as well. So how did you learn to deal with it?
Just Ami.
Just Ami?
Yeah, like I
Ami, man, you do so much.
It was like just a period of when I remember I played my first matches before Academy League in NAVI Junior, and I dropped, like, I played bad because, like, I didn't understand how we were playing in the team together, you know? I mean, I didn't understand what is a team play, you know?
Yes, yeah.
Sorry, I meant this because it was tough for me. I, like, joined the team, and I remember I played against some Mongol team.
Mongols, yes, yeah.
They were in the major even, I think, I don't remember. And, like, I played bad, I would say. My first game, my first debut. And yeah, I got a lot of, like, haters, but, like, haters, they just only make you stronger, you know? Like, and after that, I tried to be better, you know? I tried to practice more, I tried to talk more to Ami, and yeah, he just helped me, and I helped myself as well to understand some things. And that's it, yeah. And I just think that, like, young players, I would give an advice. Like, when you start your career in the team, of course, like, you'll have, like, maybe management or, like, your players will have, like, higher expectations from you, and they will expect you to be the beast, you know. Like, for example, they vote you from organization or from other organization, or I don't know, they saw you playing really good on Face It, you know, you joined the team, and you played bad on the first match. Like, never give up, first of all, and just try to learn more, you know, from other people's mistakes.
Well said.
It's because, yeah, and just put a lot of hard work, like, in your, in your career, you know what I mean? Yeah, and, like, if you have talent or you don't have talent, it doesn't really matter. You'll be strong.
You have to work hard for it all, that's for sure. Now, in terms of the Academy League, because you guys were able to play in leagues, right, as NAVI Junior, but you couldn't play in, say, major circuits and stuff. Obviously, age also becomes a factor. But for you guys, you were playing a lot of any online tournaments you guys were playing in. But what was so good about the Academy League, which is why we have seen so many players from you, Headtrick, some of the m0nesy players, some of the young ninjas, you know, what was so good about this league to help you guys?
I don't know how the league was created, but I think like really smart guy created this league for young
It wasn't
players.
just me. It wasn't just me.
Okay, because some smart person created this academy league, who will honestly, like in the future, will help like a lot of young players to grow up in the game, and obviously like it's also good for some organizations to have like academies and to pick up some players from academies after in the main team.
Yep.
How, for example, Navi did with the Beat, and like Beat after destroyed a lot of tier 1 teams because he's a beast, and obviously it's just really good chance for young players to just show themselves. How it was with Suhi, he was in m0nesy. We always had like, some fights against m0nesy and Navi Junior.
Yep.
Even though like sometimes like we were shaky, against them. I don't know how, because like Suhi was really good player, and he deserved they won like 3 or 4 or maybe 2 academy.
It was 3 with him and then 4 total.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, and I mean like just overall like it was a really good chance, and it was a really good chance for like players and just teams and organizations to prove themselves. Like, so yeah.
It made me so happy because, and also when you're saying other like saying people smart to put it together, so it was like we played. I had a guy called Eugene Shepelev, and he put it together because he wanted to do something in Counter-Strike. He's passionate about it. I was a consultant on it because obviously I was in Ukraine at the time. We're talking with them, and they worked with the organisation, spoke to the orgs, and said like, what can we do to make something that's going to be for the future? And then everyone who had some teams who were thinking about academy or junior, they put it together. But Eugene was like, he come to me and was like, do you like this idea? And I'm like, this sounds great. And he just pushed and pushed and pushed. And then what I did was just go through like, how do we make it better? How do we bring the talents in? And
of course,
what we wanted to do was bring the talents to give you guys an idea of not just like, to give you some online commentators. And there's nothing wrong with the online commentators, but what we wanted you guys to feel was the same pressure if you were at a Cologne or if you were at a Blast or, stuff like that. And that was the goal. Like I remember your first LAN. Oh baby.
Jesus.
Season 2 finals.
Jesus,
Season 2 finals. These guys, on the first time you stepped on stage, that was rough.
I'm going to tell you something about the Season 2.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
The first map on LAN, like in Kiev we went in this LAN, like the stage,
Yeah.
Like we
it
had
was a sick setup.
Yeah. So before that, Flamey joined us, in NAVI Junior because he...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, oh my god, you cannot imagine like on bootcamp...
Dude, I'm so pissed.
Yeah, like me, Bit, Fear, I think Aonkere. No. So I think it was the time, I don't remember the whole lineup, but
because Bit had gone.
Bit was playing with us, He was playing with us like for 2 months, and he came on the bootcamp, and at some point he just left us because Navi needed the 6th player.
Yes, yeah.
And his first game was an Inferno. His first map was an Inferno.
Against Astralis.
Yeah, I remember they double-naded him in border though.
He got
Just
bullied.
some flashback.
The first map he got bullied.
He got bullied. He got double-naded on the pistol on the first map. I remember I was laughing so bad. I just remember this flashback. And yeah, we were on bootcamp with him. We were practicing, and at some point he just left on the next day, because they needed the 6th player. They needed a bit. Yeah, and Flamey after on the Season 2, Flamey was playing with us. I'm telling you. The first LAN, the first stage, we were playing against m0nesy. Flamey, he has been playing for eight, I don't know how many years, but he's been playing for 8, I don't know how many years, 8 years I think. And we came on LAN where, we came without in-ears. And Flamey didn't
say anything.
He didn't say anything, he was playing without in-ears as well. And we were playing on Ancient without in-ears. We were down 0-10. And we were just they were just outplaying us,
Of course, they was their setup, they're ready.
Yeah, on the first round, Fear is saying, guys, you also don't hear anything. Let's rush them as well because they don't hear as well,
Oh no!
And we're like, okay, let's rush them.
What did Flamey say?
Nothing. And on the second map, we just got inners because we could buy it from another store. It was really close to the LAN.
Oh, the frag store. It was the frag store. It was inside. It was inside the venue. Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot believe it could happen.
But wait a second, Flamey didn't have in-ears as well?
Yeah, he didn't have. And on a second map we got in-ears, we won them on the second map. And third map we lost.
And this is what's crazy, right? So tell me about this. This is the same LAN where Flamey, we saw it, you know what I'm gonna say, you were all getting ready and he was watching a movie or some shit.
He was watching the stream. It's fine.
What is that like for you though? Like for me, right? I'm mad for you, and I know you're nice, but I'm sat there as the guy desk hosting this thing, like, what a lazy. Like he should be inspiring these young players, helping these young players, going through some sort of, and dude's just sat there watching us. Extreme.
Yeah, I'm gonna be his guard, you know.
Okay, yeah, protect him. Why not?
I'm gonna protect him, yeah, because like players, they have like their, you know, not priorities, but for example, if you wanna go chill, you go chill outside. You're in your phone, or you wanna just, you know, like just relax before the game, you know.
Like Simple with his music all the time.
For example,
Yeah.
For example, yeah, and it was his relaxation. Like before the game, he just was watching some stream, and it's fine. Like I think not a lot of players are doing it.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. And yeah, I just saw him. He was watching stream, but it's fine. Like
So it didn't affect you guys. You just.
it didn't affect me. Yeah, like I just instantly understood it. Like that he needs some chill, and that's it.
But this is the one, right, for season 2. So looking at this, you were the highest rated player at the tournament, even though you came second. You had a 1.30 rating. You were dominant, but again, you could only you took second place, which wasn't bad. But like, again, if we compared you to the males NXT players who won it, we knew some of them were good, but because you've got the Simple thing inside you, like you are in the same category to me as Simple, Zyrud, and as m0nesy, because when we look at these players, we think, cool, their team should do better because they have this person. Where Mals were the better team, they were the better playing team, but we were looking at you as like, well, m0nesy's going to go and just the whole way through. But even you couldn't do it against that team, right?
Yeah, it was just tough. They were just, I think, they were step ahead of us, and they were just outplaying us. For example, on the first game, even though we didn't have like inners on the first map on LAN, like they were just step ahead, and they were doing things, even like they just expected us what we were gonna do, and they always had a read on us, you know. And yeah, I think we just couldn't deal with the pressure a bit, maybe, and because like it was my first LAN, I would say, like
first big proper LAN.
Yeah, big LAN, yeah.
Even with no crowd. Remember, this was during COVID times.
No crowd.
So these poor guys, along with us, up your nose, check everything, make sure we've not got COVID.
Yeah.
Wash your hands all the time. There was no crowd when we wanted a crowd. We're in this big arena. It was huge. Them stairs you had to come down, all the setup. It was.
I remember.
It was very like high tier, but it was just strange when there was no crowd. But it was still felt like intimidating for you guys.
You know what gives pressure before the game? Like for example, when you're like the young boy, you know, like you come on this tournament, and just the approachment before games just give you a bit pressure, you know, because like for example, when you come on LAN in your city, you just come, you city play. You know? Here you have media. After you have like some corona check or something, you know, and after you have like a lot of cameras flying above you,
and
know,
then you
like,
have me shouting, "And m0nesy, NAVI Junior, let's go!"
Yeah, and you have like this big headset that you cannot hear anything. I don't know how we call them on English, but
we call them like helicopter headsets.
Helicopter, yeah, we call them the same almost, and yeah, and just this approachment just gives you a bit of pressure.
Yeah,
I think.
But you still put up good numbers. You still put up insane ratings. But here, this is where we get on to the madness, because did you understand that even if you're on NAVI Junior, you were not going to get a chance to play on the main NAVI? Did you kind of know that because you share the same role as Simple?
To be honest, I'm gonna go like backwards a bit.
Okay.
When I started playing NAVI Junior, I was never I never played main op, you know. I was secondary opper, like second opper, and I was playing good with rifle and good with op, you know. And I wanted to stay on second op, but things have changed a bit. Things have changed a bit in NAVI Junior, and I became main opper, you know. And
You're too good.
I don't
This
know.
is the same story for every AWPer. Simple didn't originally AWP. Zyru doesn't even want to AWP. He wanted the rifle. Like all of you are the same. We're not AWPers, but we're so good that we have to AWP because it's the gun.
Yeah, I think every player can open this game, you know. Like everyone can AWP.
Every player can AWP, but not every player can do what you do.
That's the thing, yeah. Like they can just buy AWP. They can hold position, for example, on Mirage on B or Mirage on A. Like they can just AWP, you know. They'll get the frag. Like the guy will run out from slope and he will die, you know. But like things that you need to do with AWP, like you need to control the team. You need to always like be not spotted, you know what I mean? Like you have to be everywhere in the map, so they cannot understand where you with AWP, you know. They will not understand you, like they won't expect you, you know. you should play like without like enemies know you that you're gonna be here or something. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, yeah?
You need to be invisible to the enemy, but
Invisible.
popping up and just bang.
Yeah, it's just the option, you know. But other things like also, for example, like you have to flick better, you know, like you have to just move better with AWP. But yeah, and yeah, we needed like the main AWPer, and I became him. Ami said to me like, "You're gonna AWP." I said, "Okay." I started AWPing. I really liked AWPing.
Okay,
And,
you did like it then.
I did like it, yeah. And obviously I was buying rifle. I'm still like playing with rifle on most of the maps, you know, on T side for example, or CT side as well, like on Vertigo, in G2 I mean I'm talking. I'm still buying rifle and I feel it, you know, I'm playing with rifle, but I like AWPing as well. I like AWPing more than rifle, so
Okay,
yeah.
so you like your role now.
Yeah, I just think like I can do things with AWP that other people cannot do it with, you know.
Oh, we see it. We definitely see it.
Yeah, I just feel it, you know, like some other AWPers, they cannot do things with AWP that I can do, you know. I just like feel it like this, you know. Like maybe they're scared to do things with AWP, maybe they just have less, maybe not experience, but some less ideas in their head, you know, what they can do. Or maybe they just don't see this, you know, like area, you know, like where they can, I don't know how to explain, but you know what I mean, like, I just, yeah.
You put fear into players to make them do stuff that makes it better for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I just do things what I like to do.
And it works.
It works, yeah. And obviously, yeah, when Beat joined the main team, he replaced Flamey on Inferno, like on one of the map. I mean, I kind of understood like I will not be not able, but I will not join maybe NAVI because Beat already joined, you know. And
you thought because of Bit?
Yeah, of course, because he joined already, and it was before second Academy League. And yeah, like I'm gonna tell you, like after like second Academy League, I already like got invited in some teams, like tier 1 teams.
Which ones? Can you say?
No, I'm not gonna tell you, but like they're playing now.
These big teams are like you're the top tier?
Big teams, yeah.
Nice.
Like I got from like big teams, but obviously like I only, like I'm gonna tell you, like some teams like offered me like really good conditions, you know, like good salary, like maybe even like apartment, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, where I'm gonna live, but I don't care about like these things. I care only about the team and players who are gonna like not take care of me, you know. And G2 was one of them, and I just saw like team that you have like Nico there, you know. You have Hunter there, you have like JACKZ, and I instantly wanted to join because like I can just learn a lot, you know, from this, you know. You have good,
that's fine.
You have good atmosphere, you have good firepower, you have really good brain, and you have like the best rifle in the world.
So I want to come on to G2 a little bit later though. I want to understand, is there a point for you where, because did you always dream of joining main NAVI? Is that something for, so that's the dream for all CIS players, of what I understand. But did you realise because Simple is AWPer that you could not go into that? Or like what was the conversation like between you and NAVI? Because for me, I understand why they would sell you, because you're a Prodigy player, it's business, it makes money. But a lot of us who are NAVI fans were like, we want m0nesy on main NAVI, you know? So what point did you understand, okay, I won't be on NAVI?
Yeah, like I just understood when, I already understood when Beat joined, you know.
So that was just it wasn't because of Simple?
I understood when Beat joined, yeah. And Beat took my positions of secondary AWP, you know. Yeah. Because like if Beat, for example, wouldn't join, I would join as a second AWP, you know. And I would fit the team because I could play with AWP and I could play with rifle as well.
Still strong rifle.
Yeah, and yeah, it's fine. Like just when Valera joined the team, I was so happy for him because it was because I just understand for every NAVI junior player that when they are coming from academy to the main team, it's just something else for them, you know. Yeah. Because they just understand that their peak in the academy is already on top, you know, and they have like they need something like better, you know. They need better team and better players that can teach them, you know. Yep. So that's the thing.
You hit a ceiling, right? You hit where so much you can learn. Yeah. But going on to that team is like, whoa, this whole new world's unlocked.
Yeah. And I was so happy for Valera, and I'm still happy for him, and yeah, just.
And you still have a really good relationship. That's what I want to come on to before we talk about G2 is like, Onker, you might say his name differently. We call him Onker.
Onker.
Onker. Bit and head trick, right? For me, those are the ones, and fear as well, right? I would say these are the ones I saw you closest with. But was there some other players, like notable players? I just want you to describe your relationship with them.
I'm gonna okay, like
Because I obviously see you now with bit and head trick a lot because we're at the same events.
yeah. So I won't care. He's a really good player, and he's a really good person in the life. He's just a really good human being, you know.
Nice.
He's just he stopped playing like Counter-Strike professionally. He just started like playing, like you know, he started streaming a lot, you know. And I think like if he would a little bit work on his how to say team playing, you know, around team, he would be a really good player.
Okay.
Because I can say that his aim and his like crosshair placement is better than any tier 1 players.
Damn.
Maybe like 90% or 99. Like he's actually like insane.
Sweet.
Even if he would play like tournament against, I don't know, like for some team, if he would like pick you, you would be dead already. Because he's really good shooting, but his team, how to say, like team approachment or like how he's playing at the team and playing for the team is a bit different, you know. He likes to play more for himself, you know, and that's the thing. And that's the thing that didn't like let him play in a really good team. Even though like he was testing, for example, in Force, he was playing in NAVI Junior. He just started like streaming a lot now, and
He's streaming pretty good though. He's well.
he made a good progress in streaming, and I'm also happy for him.
Nice.
I did like even though like I didn't have like how to say like close relationships with him, but we were good friends.
Cool.
And what about Hattrick and Fear? Can I also say a bit?
Yeah. Well, they're,
Like,
they're the main ones for me. So go through them.
Yeah. Also, like I think like Valera, Dania, and Radion, like they're my like close friends, like really close friends, because you know, like they're just like guys that I can always like speak to and talk to and just talk to about like everything. Like I just love them, you know, like, and they're like really good guys, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's the thing.
I remember Katowice after I saw you and it was you and Bit together. That was special.
Yeah.
That was so good.
I just like in Katowice in 2022 when the first time I saw him after the long time on the tournament, I was really happy. Like just not happy, but just like my face was like elephant, you know. A smile on the face was just like elephant smile.
A special relationship.
Yeah, and he's really good friend. Just the friend is the like word friend is really important. You cannot call friend like for everyone, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, yeah, and absolutely he's a beast.
There we go.
So yeah, and yeah, that's the thing. Also, like we had players in NAVI Junior like Pogorelov and Cynics.
Oh, I remember him. Yeah, I could never say his name.
It's his surname, second name.
Really?
Pogorelov. Yeah.
Bro, we used to say that over like
we had
Pogorelov, like Pogorelov.
Pogorelov. Yeah, like this tree, it's E.
Okay.
So we had in NAVI Junior Gaspadarov. It's his surname as well, and Pogorelov. I don't know how it happened, but yeah. So Pogorelov and Cynics, they were also good players, you know. I think, but they just like couldn't deal with pressure. I just think like that, because like also when like they were getting like criticized for their mistakes, like they were like down, you know, like they just couldn't deal with pressure, and also like pressure on the tournaments when they played bad. So that's the thing.
It's hard. It's very hard.
Yeah, and they couldn't like stay strong till the end. But Cynics still, I know Pogorelov stopped playing Counter-Strike, and Cynics he's playing now in some team. I don't know, to be honest. But he's playing, he's streaming. I saw as well. Yeah, I don't talk to him that much. I stopped talking, but I just know him, you know. Like
Some people just your teammates with you, see each other. That's it.
Yeah, obviously, like if he needs some help and he will write to me, I'll help him, you know, because I know him. And yeah, obviously.
That's it. That's the guys.
That's the thing. Yeah.
So, we've gone through the NAVI days, the G2. What made you choose G2? How did G2 come about?
So what made me to choose G2 is players and also the team. So I already told that when I got offers from other teams, I didn't really care because of the fact that they didn't have like better team than G2, than G2, and I just like thought that if I'm gonna join G2, I will learn more. You know, I'll learn more from players.
So at the time you had Alexi,
Yeah.
JACKZ,
Hunter.
Nico, you.
Yeah.
That was the original 5. Oh, that's my memory's doing. There's no notes on that. That was
Yeah, yeah.
That was my memory.
It's good memory though.
Because G2 changed a lot, right? So, and you also had XTAZ as the coach as well.
XTAZ
His
as the
first
coach.
English coaching.
Bald guy.
Yeah, bald guy. There you go. That's you, XTAZ.
That just yeah.
So, obviously Nico, Hunter, great. You're going to look at that as hugely positive. JACKZ with a massive amount of experience from the French scene, and then Alexi was like a young in-game leader still in terms of he's done his Enster run and stuff like that. But this looked like a monster, scary lineup. So this to you was appealing. You're like, oh, this is a good team.
Yeah, it was definitely it was, and when I joined the team, like it just was insane because it's my first Tier 1 organization, and in some weeks I'm gonna play my first tournament. So I already had a bit of pressure, you know, and obviously, yeah, the team was really good, really scary to play against, I think, and I wouldn't play against this team if I would be on some other place, you know. But yeah, team was really good.
And then the thing that was interesting for me is the signing. People were saying it's this, and you don't have to tell me the numbers, it's your personal thing, but they're saying like 600k was going to NAVI, you know, that was the number that was being said about. You remember that all in the media?
I remember, yeah.
Yeah?
I remember, and yeah.
What was that like for you as a young boy?
Absolutely.
Like you're 17 at the time, before you signed?
16.
16. 16 worth $600,000. Like, how does a young boy deal with this?
I'm gonna correct you. It was a bit more. I'm not gonna tell you exactly, but it was
a bit more.
I don't think like someone will get upset if I'm gonna say it was a bit more.
We talking 100k more?
I don't know how much, but I don't think like someone from G2 or from NAVI are gonna get upset that I'm gonna say it was.
It was more. So it was more than 600k. Was
but it was 600k. No, because you know, if I'm gonna say it was a bit more, then people.
Someone's gonna ask you all the time.
People will stop writing minus 600k when I miss the shot or when I hit the shot plus 600k. You know, so let it be 600k and that's it. So, I mean, obviously, like. I don't know. It was just crazy for me because like when I see this amount, you know, I don't want to think about it first of all.
No one does.
And of course, like I think like every time I repeat it, like it's fine. I think other young guy or young boy, if he would be on my place, he would get a lot of pressure, and he would think that he needs to play really really good. Because they bought him for this amount of money, you know?
Yes,
but I didn't have this, you know? I just came to the team. I didn't care. I just wanted to learn. I came to the team because I wanted to get better and I wanted to get stronger. And in the future to just be number one, you know?
Yeah.
Just to compete against really good players. At the time it was Simple and Zayo. And for me, like personally, I just wanted to play on their level or better, you know.
Nice.
Personally. And what about the team? Obviously, like it's just to make top 1, you know. So yeah.
Now, one thing I loved from the very beginning, from our first interviews, was your relationship with JACKZ.
Yeah.
He seemed to me like an amazing teammate to have by the side of you. Can you just explain what that relationship was like? Because he's obviously a veteran. He's a lot older. But it looks like to us, and from behind the scenes, that he was like really taking you under his wing and like looking after you.
Yeah, 2 wings. Yeah. he's definitely like really vibe. I don't know, not even a vibe.
Just positive, man.
Comfortable person to be with, you know. He's a comfortable person. I remember I even lived with him together, you know, in his apartment.
Nice.
It was the time, yeah. He's just a comfortable person and really.
He's so
nice,
warm.
He's really warm and nice human being. He's just really good.
JACKZ.
And I loved him in the team because every time when we go together or like every time when we go somewhere, you know, I'm trying to be next to him, you know? Yeah. Because, yeah, just like that, you know.
And what about Alexi though? Because a lot of people look at Alexi as they complain about his in-game leading and what he does. But for me, he is really good at getting rookie players into a team and into a system. He he talked quite direct. Finnish culture reminds you a bit of the CIS culture, you know, like direct feedback and stuff. But he would explain things and he would try and understand and get the best out of his players. So how was he as an IGL to you?
He was definitely good IGL and a good player who taught me a lot of stuff in the game.
Because he's doing the same with Headtrick as well. He did that at the beginning of Headtrick's career.
Yeah, of course. He's just like a good IGL that he can teach young players, not even young players, but other players.
Yeah.
But we're talking about myself and obviously young players, because like at the start of my career in G2, I didn't have like that vision of like team playing, together, like what I mean, and tier 1 games, I didn't have this vision of, and I needed to learn from someone. I needed to learn how to play together, and that's it. And obviously, like what was my focus on is to get experience how to play in the team, like how to play team Counter-Strike,
Yeah.
That was my first goal, and after obviously, what happened next?
Them getting removed.
I don't know. Yeah, so.
So this is the thing, right? In terms of what happened next, you have Alexi you're trying to grow the team with. You have JACKZ who you're very close to. I'm going to call about Hunter and Nico later because they're still on the team now. But what was that like for you as a young player on your first tier 1 team where you didn't have bad placements, but like you took second place at Katowice? Yeah?
We could win.
That's the pro player talking, we could win. But like that second place, right, you still did it with that roster. It wasn't a terrible roster, it was a roster that had ability, but do you still think like that? Do you still think we should have won that?
Like, I didn't finish my sentence about Alexi. I think Alexi is also, he's underrated IGL. I think he can, like, him personally, like, he can do better. And I think he needs to, like, because he has like different approach to the game than other IGLs, and maybe, for example, when we had JACKZ in the team and Alexi is an IGL, like they had like different vision of the game,
So it was clashing.
Not clashing, but just maybe a little bit, and had different like vision, and maybe like he didn't like really fit us. But I think he's a bit underrated, and I think he can do really well in NAVI right now, and I think I expect NAVI to be even better with him.
Nice.
So but I mean in international team,
Yeah.
In English speaking wise, and what about Katowice and other tournaments? I think like definitely we a bit fucked up on Katowice, I would say.
Well, you had that sick clip against NAVI.
Oh yeah. The game against NAVI I will remember forever, because
how much does m0nesy want to dedicate his life to this bomb site? m0nesy on catwalk finds the timing, 8 seconds. If he can drop the bomb, it'd be everything. But it travels into the site. 1-on-2 for m0nesy now. It's sacrificial. Gives his position away. He wants m0nesy's end gone. But this man, the shepherd staff takes down the goat, and he takes Simple out of the round to give it to G2.
You hurt me, but I remember telling people, I'm like, I can't lose in this game because I've got m0nesy. I still consider you my boy NAVI, and then I'm like, if he beats NAVI. Kind of sucks for me because it's NAVI, but m0nesy wins. It's like it was a good. Everything was good, but dude, you played insane at Mirage.
Thank you. I appreciate. I played not bad on Mirage. I could have done better in some moments. I remember, but that clutch I will remember because like it's just something when you left your organization. Not that long time ago, and you're playing against this organization, main team, after that time, and you're playing against Valera, against your friend in semifinals. Just something else, just emotions, Like after that clutch, I don't remember if we took timeout or not, but I think Remy asked me I think someone asked me in the team if you need timeout. I said no.
Jeez.
But I was shaking.
Yeah, I bet you were, bro. This is on stage.
I just didn't want to show I just didn't want to show like players that I'm. You know what I mean? I don't need timeouts, man. Like.
You want to go? You're feeling
I'm
it.
ice cold. I'm ice cold. Yeah.
Not always ice cold, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, and obviously, like in the finals, we fucked up against FaZe. We lost the game on Inferno, and I think, like, if we would get this snowballing from Inferno to the second map, maybe we could win the Katowice. But nobody knows, and I don't want to say like if or we could. We lost, you know.
It's what goes in a player's mind though. There's always
Yeah.
if, what if, you know, because you look at moments, you see the game back.
You lose this, you win next one, and we won the next one. You know, I promised myself that I'll come back on Katowice and I'll do everything what I can. I will do everything my best, and to win this, to lead this trophy, because this trophy, it was just my not my dream, but.
Oh, there's the picture, man. There's the picture.
I even remember the picture from Instagram. Yeah, you can just even like check my Instagram. You know, this is just insane. Something else. You leave this trophy, it's something else.
There's more than a trophy. There's like
something more than a trophy. This is not just a game, you know.
Yeah.
And this is not just a trophy. It's just something else. Just emotions.
It's magical.
Yeah.
But I want to, before we go on to the great Katowice time, I got to look at this last part with Alexi and JACKZ, because. You have a second place at Katowice, so most of us in the community are thinking, this is a good sign, new team, all start. Then you go through like not so deep runs, a few playoff runs, Antwerp, the first major for you. Now the first major is always special, but this was not like, everyone expected more. You lose to Furia, right, but to not get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And this is a Furia at the time where Katowice and Yuri doing their thing, but Drop and Safe were not, if you're being honest, they weren't like, at that level. So on paper, everyone's thinking G2 should win this. What was that experience like for you?
Wait a sec. What do you want?
Walk on, Flames. He's doing the same interview you did.
Good night.
Love, man. How you doing? You good? You feel better?
Good.
Yeah?
Good.
You ready for tomorrow?
So yeah, I think on paper, definitely like even before a little bit of Katowice, on paper we are a strong team. And even from my side, I expected us to like be even better on some tournaments, you know. But it just felt like from now, like if I would look into the air, I would say like it was just a team of one tournament, you know. Kind of like we played on Katowice, and after we couldn't step up. I don't know why, just something like this. But you know, you lose, and for me, like if I'm losing, it's something good for me, because like from loses you can learn a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Because you lose, like for example that game on FaZe, it's insane amount of experience. Like like after that you can deal with pressure, like for example when you're leading, So I already got this experience, Not a lot of people are getting this experience because of like they're not losing in finals.
No, not going far.
Yeah, they're not losing in finals from 7-15, you know. They're not losing this, and I just got experience from it, you know. And after Katowice we played ESL Pro League. We didn't do well.
Talking about that actually, so just because you're talking about being on stage and losing. What was it like the first time you stepped on that stage? What did that feel like to you? Was that a dream come true, just to be on the stage?
What do you mean, like when I played
the Katowice stage first time?
Yeah, like definitely.
What was that moment like? Were you nervous then, really?
I was a bit not nervous. I was smiling. I was always smiling. I was really, really happy just to walk on the stage, you know. Just the thing when you walk, like people don't understand, but when you walk on the stage, you have these stairs, you know. And on every stair, you have right?
Yeah.
On every stair, you have the team who won before, you know, like 2011, like NAVI, for example, or 2010 NAVI, you know. I saw like
Fanatics there, Astralis,
like it's insane, you know. And it's just
all the
like,
legends, man, all the
legends, and you just walk. After you walk on the stage, you see people cheering for you. After I remember, we were playing against Virtus Pro the first game. Ikindri was also playing there, I remember, and like everyone, like for example, I heard people were screaming m0nesy. No, it was something new for me, you know. And I was just enjoying and just playing, you know, the stage. I'm gonna go a bit backwards, and when we were playing, not playoffs but group stage in Katowice, and we played the first game against Fnatic, and Remy was our coach, just to remind you guys and you. Remy was our coach, and after Fnatic game we lost. I played not the best, and he came to me in the room and he said like, Ilya, I know you have like this pressure, because it was my first big event, and I had a lot of pressure coming from every social media. Everywhere I go, I see my name, like everywhere. I go like in Instagram, in Twitter, like you have Contacti, like Facebook, you know. And everywhere I see post about m0nesy that he's playing his first big event. It just was not annoying for me, but something that was like, I don't know how to say.
Overwhelming?
Yeah, I would say like I just didn't want to just even go there to just see my name, you know. I wanted to escape from it, you know.
Yeah.
And he came to me and he said, just Ilya, play your game. Just do what you do before, like what you did in Academy League. Just don't care about people who are like telling you this or just writing about how you should play better or something like that. Just be yourself and do your things. And after that, like we played against Liquid, I remember I fell on Vertigo. Sorry. And
That's
after,
right, we beep all that out. YouTube don't
Yeah.
like it. We beep every F word.
Sorry, we won them. And we played against Astralis, we won them. And again, after Astralis, we went in playoffs. And just after that, I was just myself, you know. I was myself after this because my coach, Remy, he believes in me. My
Yeah.
team believe in me. And this is the first thing that you need to, how to say, the first thing that you need to understand that your team and everyone believes in you, you know. Not only you. And that's what helped me a lot. And even though we lost in finals, I was proud of myself how I played in finals and how I stepped up after the Fnatic game on the first game of group stage. And yeah, and even though I remember when we lost against FaZe, I was still smiling, you know, because
Yeah.
I didn't want to go out from the stage, you know. I was smiling, looking at people. I remember, if you could remind me his name.
OJ.
Who?
OJ, the guy on stage.
Yeah, when he carried on his shoulder. He carried me on his shoulder.
I don't know if it was OJ. Maybe it was Carmack.
Yes!
Carmack,
It was him.
Carmack, yeah. I didn't think OJ
he
did
carried,
that. Yeah.
He carried me on his shoulder and everyone was screaming m0nesy. I have even pictures and I remember.
Yeah,
just
I remember it. Carmack's been Carmack even used to be my boss
Mm-hmm.
back when he used to work as a journalist for SK Gaming before. This is in the
it
1.6
was
days.
long time
This is
ago.
like 2007, 2008.
It was a long time ago.
Yes, when you were still a baby.
I was playing Counter-Strike already, James.
But yeah, this was a long time ago. Carmack's been a legend for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get to your first major then, Antwerp, because this for me was the nail in the coffin. But did you already know this version of G2 with JACKZ, with Alexi, with JACKZ? Did you know it was done?
I don't know if it was done, but it felt like it didn't feel like we're actually like the team, you know. Even though we went together to eat, we were eating together, we were spending time together, but it felt like we have to do it, you know.
It was the chemistry wasn't there.
Like we had some chemistry in the team, but not enough, you know. Like
Yep.
just felt shit to play, and yeah, like after that tournament, we made some changes. I think after the major, yeah.
Yeah, it was after major.
But yeah, like because I think everyone had pressure because this is the major, and this major can be the last for someone, you know. Maybe some players they understood it, but yeah, like what about me? From my perspective, like I just tried to. First of all, I tried to fight for stickers, because just your sticker in the game, like you can apply or
Apply.
on your gun, it's just something else. You see your sticker in the game, you're just not proud of yourself, but you made a good job, you know.
Yeah, because not many players get it, man.
Yeah, not a lot of players, yeah. But I cannot say a lot of things about Alexi and JACKZ. JACKZ was a really good player and really good.
Whose decision
Wing.
is it? Whose decision is it to make these? Does it like the organisation make it or
First
management?
of all, our team and obviously management, yeah. But yeah, Alexi is a good IGL. I would say I think he will do good in NAVI.
Yep.
And I not trust him, but believe in him. And also JACKZ. I don't know what JACKZ is doing now, but he's just a good guy to be with.
He played in our Paris show match.
I played. He played, yeah.
Yeah, he played.
He played.
He lost to my team. I was coaching.
Oh yeah, really? I remember. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, he's just a good guy to be with. Yeah.
That was very fun.
Yeah, even though he's like already like getting older, but some good teams wants him as well.
Okay, so there's still potentially a future for Mr. JACKZ.
Maybe, of course, yeah, maybe. I don't know, but I believe
Depending
in
on
him.
what he wants.
Yeah.
So again, you're still young at this point, right? This is the new G2 that comes again. But you get Hooksy, which no one expected at the time.
No, I didn't
Everyone
even
was
expect.
confused. You didn't expect
I
either.
didn't even know.
And then you get JKS. I want to start with JKS because for people who have been around and seen CS from a long time ago, they would be like, JKS has got some skill. He's always was a star of his Australian team, right? But we didn't know how he was going to fit into G2. What was it like first meeting him? Because I've known him for a while. He's cool with me. We have little conversations, but I don't really talk with him so much like I would like you or like Sasha or Valera. Like
about JACKZ, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, about JKS. Like I don't have that same relationship with him. We often just laugh around that like he just seems happy, just getting on with stuff, just doing life. You know, what's he like?
He's just Justin. Justin is JACKZ. He looks like he's really calm, and he's enjoying his life.
Is it? That's it. Just happy.
I think so. Yeah. he looks
That's
like
good.
this. He looks like this when you speak to him. He's like this. He's always smiling, even though like people writing that he's not smiling.
On camera, he does look.
On cameras, yeah, he's like always serious, you know. But he smiles more than us. Trust me.
Oh, okay.
He does it, and
He doesn't seem like he tilts. He doesn't seem like he tilts in game.
he can tilt, but he doesn't show it, you know.
Oh, okay. He's hiding it.
Sometimes he's showing it, but it's just, you know, it's funny when he's tilting, you know, a little bit. It's really funny when he's like smashing his table or something like that.
So what did you think when you first got said, all right, JKS is one of your new teammates?
The first time I remember first time I met them, it was on bootcamp in Andorra.
Andorra, nice.
Andorra, yeah,
nice.
it was Andorra. It was our first bootcamp with them, and I'm gonna tell you that from that time we started like talking as a team together. You know, for example, we spent on that bootcamp like 30 or 40 minutes after every Prague day to talk together. You know, so in that time I didn't have like perfect, not perfect, but close to perfect English, you know. Like I couldn't, for example, explain myself really good, and I couldn't like explain my feelings, you know. For example, what I see, like for example, I see mistake here, I'm gonna say like you did here, because I'm not gonna, I couldn't explain it really good, you know.
In details, yes.
In really good details, yeah. I couldn't like explain in small details, or like doesn't really matter. It was a tough period for me, you know, because I needed to talk a lot, and I started improving my English because of Justin. Justin was
native
like,
speakers. We're
when
good
I
at this.
heard him, when I heard I'm gonna play with him on A, I said, how I'm gonna understand him, you know? I was playing on him on A. Sometimes he was saying something I didn't understand anything.
You understand me? Mine accent's much harder.
I understand you, yeah, but you know, sometimes I didn't understand. Like you know, before when I met you, you know, I understand what you're saying, but some words not.
Okay.
Some of the words, you know. But in the game, you speak faster. In the game,
Yeah,
you try
like
to speak even faster.
yeah.
You try to speak even faster, and you have like you're in the action, you know, and you have to understand. And sometimes I couldn't. And like the thing, I just needed to improve my English, and I did it. Like because I was talking with him a lot, I tried to spend time with him more.
Nice.
And his accent, he is just good.
Yeah, the Aussie accent's special.
Yeah, and yeah.
Okay, and then on to Hooksy. He'd never led a tier 1 team. People are thinking, okay, he's done really well with like these Copenhagen Flames that were not the big star players, but he made them get to majors. He made them have success at majors. Like, he must be something special. He's such an interesting character to me because he can be so funny. He can be so completely out of it. Sometimes joking, sometimes serious. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So how was it when he became your IGL? He's very different to Alexi.
Yeah, he's really different to Alexi. Alexi is more like, you know, for example, when you compare Alexi and Rasmus, Hooksy, they're different IGLs. They're really different IGLs. I would rather play with, for example, with Rasmus, because when I played with Alexi in the team, Alexi was like more than like trying to, how to say, I'm gonna say like, he was more like, not scripted, you know, but like with Rasmus, he played more freedom, you know.
Okay, so you looser play with Rasmus, and then with Alexi, it's a bit more follow this and do this.
More like structured, you know. Everything is structured, and maybe I'm wrong, you know. Maybe like
how it felt to you.
Yeah, it felt for me like this. Yeah, maybe Alexi gonna check this interview and say like, what are you saying, Ilya? You're wrong. maybe I'm wrong, but. With Alexi and with Rasmus, it feels to play like this, yeah. With Rasmus, when I played first games, like on practice, I like definitely felt more freedom, you know. But like, obviously, they came in the team and they're new players for us, and of course, like I'm gonna also teach them, you know, how we like what did we do before, you know. I'm gonna talk to them more and just show our structure, how we play. And yeah, with Rasmus, I can just in the team we discussed we're gonna play. We're gonna give like, for example, me and some other players like more freedom than we got before. You know, when we played with different lineup. Rasmus is a good guy. he's really like he's happy, like not happy, but he also enjoys his life. I'm gonna say, and he's a good guy to be with. He's really straight. For example, if you do something wrong, like in the game or something, he's gonna tell you. And I like it because.
Well, it's kind of normal for CIS cultures, the same, right? That's what we like.
Yeah, because I already told that I like when people explaining mistakes, But I'm gonna tell you something, like, even though like people explaining you mistakes, you don't have to be angry to them,
Yeah, don't be rude.
Yeah, but the second thing, like when they're explaining you mistakes, for example, if you think, like here you did not the best, but you did good thing, you can talk to them, you can like discuss and you can come to the same vision with them, Maybe you see the game like a little bit different, You can still talk to them and you can get the, how to say,
middle ground.
The middle ground.
Yeah.
But if you know that you ducked up, if you did really good here, like you cannot stay here, for example, Don't argue, Don't stay yourself and say no. I'm gonna stay here because I'm really good, Just accept it, That's the thing I wanted to say. Yeah, and Rasmus,
So with Hooksy, right? What we saw is he got a lot of criticism that came his way, and it's because obviously again we've got you, we've got Hunter, we've got Nico. Everyone's expecting so good things from G2. But it takes time to build this roster. It takes time to come together. What event did you feel, and I'm talking before World Final, what event did you feel like you guys were starting to come together as the right style of team? Like
as the right...
like it was what, when you're getting into a game, you go, okay, we're understanding, we've got good chemistry, we're playing how we're supposed to play.
I think it was after we lost and we didn't qualify for Rio Major. I think it was after that, and we.
You're talking Rio, right?
Yeah, I'm talking also about Rio Major. Yeah, we just, I don't know, we just didn't understand each other well, and after Rio we made some also changes, yeah, like I can just tell you that after Rio we started to approach like to everything a little bit different. I think from my perspective. What I could see, and it helped us, and it helped to get our chemistry, in the team, and get more atmosphere, and get more fun on the games, Like don't be like always serious and play the game like, oh gosh, like we played really bad here. Just get some fun, Just enjoy the game. Stop trash talking each other, Like stop saying mistakes in official games. You don't have to do it, It's an official game. Obviously, like if it's practice, like say, okay, for example, if it's practice, just say you mistook here, like you can play better. Okay, just find the middle ground, But on official, like you don't have to explain to people that they can be better, or they can play better, or they mistook here. It's not gonna help you,
So it's understanding how to talk to each other in the game, right, and do it properly.
And you should respect your players as well. You should respect your teammates because they're playing with you at the same team. If you want to win enemies, right? You have to be together and be together.
No matter what.
Yeah, no matter what. Yeah, you have to respect your players. You cannot just let them be down. If your player is down, like he's frustrated. Yeah, cheer him up.
Where did you guys get eliminated in Rio? Where was that?
When was that? I think it was in November.
In November, yes. So it was not even long after Hooksy joined, really, was it? He joined in August. So you had 2 months to be ready with Hooksy.
I think it was, I think it was November or October. I think it was November for sure, because I remember I went at home and I spent 3 weeks at home because we lost really, really fast, And
but you had plenty of time to get yourselves ready.
Yeah, we had plenty of time. I hope it was I hope it was I think it was November. For sure it was November.
November, October time, something like that.
Yeah, it was November.
We go through a lot of events, guys. It's hard.
It's hard, yeah. It's hard to remember everything, even especially when you lose.
For someone like you, it's your second major. You don't have the result you wanted. Nico, obviously, he's been through this so many times as well. You then have this break. You come up into it. What did you guys feel like going into the next few events? Do you feel like, okay, we can still do this? Like, was there still belief in this team? Because obviously a lot of community are like, kick Hooksy, he can't in-game lead, it's all this bad stuff. But you guys are in the team, you know, that's like, analysts and critics can make their assumptions, but you guys know what's really happening. So how was that for you?
I'm gonna start with Rasmus, and he's being criticized from other people. A lot of people, they don't understand the fact that your game is not also affected by like individual game, you know. Like his individual game was not the best. Like we can everyone agree on it, because I just think that he doesn't have enough confidence to play with, you know. He needs this confidence, and even right now, like I'm trying to give him more confidence, you know, like give more fist bump, you know, like this small details, like it will help, you know. And I'm trying to cheer him up. I'm trying to just be better also for him.
Yeah.
Just feel better for him, you know. And he didn't have that confidence because like a lot of games, he didn't show up, you know. Like he played not the best Counter-Strike, like not individually, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're not talking about leading, we're talking about his. And the thing is, with what I see with him is, if he starts to have a good game, he starts hitting some shots. You go, what the hell, Hooksy? Where's this come from? He plays off that confidence. He needs it.
Yeah, and the calling wise from him, it's insane. Like he's really feeling it, and he knows how to call, and he knows how to outplay opponents. Yeah, but these things people don't notice. You know, they notice only bad things. Like they notice individual game.
Yeah.
I don't like it. You know, obviously like a lot of teams now, they have, for example, Hugh here. He's shooting really good, and he's IGL. And it's really good to have you, for example.
Both, yeah, of course.
You agree, right? Like it's really good. And yeah, like for example.
But FaZe don't have that.
They have Kerrigan. I mean, Rasmus is better than Kerrigan.
This is what I'm saying. Like you can look at it, right. Sometimes Kerrigan can have these good moments, but you don't need him to be a crazy fragger. Some teams don't have that built in. Yes, it helps, but like, if the in-game leader's fragging, sometimes I see that as a problem. I'm like, wait a second, what else do I usually be doing the kills?
I mean, yeah, like for example, like I'm not gonna talk about every player, but we were talking about Rasmus, and Rasmus, he just needed confidence, you know. And even now, like sometimes he needs more confidence. I just feel it, you know. I feel him as a person because I've been playing with him for long already, for a long time.
And it's coming up to a year now. That's what's crazy, right?
Almost,
yeah, almost a year. And this is what's good for you guys. You now have this team for almost a year. I'm glad you didn't make a change at this player break. You just said to me, Rio, okay, it was sad, but this was a growing part. And then look what happens after, right? Now, the one thing, we don't need to go into detail on too much, but what was it like for you guys as the team where Hooksy's dad passes away, and luckily you have Edward there. Edward's Mind Body Esports, a fantastic sports psychologist, performance coach. This guy, obviously, I know you'll probably talk very highly of him, but I think he's amazing. But you guys as a team were still able to lift a world final trophy, bounce back, while he's lost his father. Now, I know about loss, you know what happened to me in my past, but like, I didn't think that was possible. I saw Hooksy, I know I wasn't able to interview him. We were told to stay away from him, which obviously I would respect, but it's like, I messaged him just to make sure he's okay. He sent me a message back. And like, what was that like to go through as a team? How did you handle that? How did you do anything?
Yeah, I just remembered those moments. We just tried to support him as much as we could, and we all can agree that it's just like a lot of players and a lot of people wouldn't even stay on the tournament.
No, they would have left 100%.
Like maybe, obviously I would maybe left because this is, you know, it's just tough, you know. And he decided to stay, and like I don't know, everything happened itself, you know, like.
How helpful was Edward?
We didn't give up, you know.
How helpful was Edward at that point?
Edward, like he was just with us every time, and he just tried to do his. I don't know how he helped Rasmus, for example. I don't know these secret topics, you know. Secret talks, I don't know.
It's in between each player, to be clear.
Yeah, tough to say, but we just didn't give up. That's the first thing. Like we didn't give up, and we wanted to. Rasmus was the guy who was screaming the most of the time at the tournament, you know. He just wanted to win, and when we saw that he wants to win, we also started, like screaming, you know, like playing best Counter-Strike, and you won Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi World Finals, and this is your first trophy lift, right?
Yeah.
Your first big one, your important one.
Course,
I got it wrong on the interview at the time. I said Hooksy's first grand final, which it was. I said m0nesy's first grand final, which was wrong. See, I make mistakes as well.
It's okay.
It's not okay. I was so mad when I watched that back. I punched the wall because I was like, how? I was like, I know I was there when you were fucking second place when it come Katowice. But we will have them things done. But I remember this one, right, was the meaning on the stage. Do you know what's funny? Community gave me some blast, and G2 had spoke to me and said, just don't talk to Hooksy much. Just ask him one thing when he won and leave it, right? Because of the situation, which I understood. And then like, he obviously, when I asked him one question, I said, what does it mean to you? Obviously said for his dad. And community started flaming me. Why did you not talk to him more? Why did you not say something? And I'm like, guys, I had to, like, I'm told not to, like, to leave him alone. And for you guys, right? Obviously you're happy, but was this a strange win?
I don't know if it was a strange win, yeah? Victory.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just remember I had parents in front of me.
Yeah, you had your parents and your brother.
Yeah, my brother, and I was just happy, you know, we won. As I said, I knew we deserved to win because we were playing really good Counter-Strike. Like, it was the best Counter-Strike from us that we could play, and we played even, like, before we played tournaments, and you compare it to Abu Dhabi was like much better than before, like any other tournament we played together. It was just insane. And we deserved to win, I think. We deserved to win, and we deserved...
Oh, dude, the final was dominant. Oof, that was crazy.
That was crazy, yeah. We played against Liquid, I guess, yeah?
Yeah, Liquid.
Yeah, I remember. And obviously, it was just a victory for Rasmus, first of all.
Victory for Rasmus, but also, your first MVP.
Also MVP, yeah.
Dude.
I forgot. We got MVP. Oh, we got MVP. I got MVP because of my team. First of all, just like without the team, I wouldn't get MVP because I learned because of my team, I got MVP. And also, like, yeah, obviously I was playing, right? So I got MVP because of myself, but yeah.
They didn't control your mouse. You did that. You did the shooting.
I mean, yeah. I just wanted to say like about the team, because like without the team, you wouldn't get this MVP, you know.
Well, you wouldn't have won anything. You wouldn't have had a chance of any of it. But
yeah.
For you, right, like you mentioned, because I remember I met your parents at the party afterwards. I met them when we were giving you your MVP. Do you remember what happened when I saw you when you got your MVP? Because we did the interview.
What happened?
You don't remember? We got the pictures with, what's her name? Ariana took the pictures or the video.
Wait, what happened?
Because I rushed up to see you, remember?
Oh yeah, I remember. You were like speeding me always, no? Something like that, yeah? Yeah, I remember.
We need to find this video and put it up because I ran over to you and you were so happy.
I remember.
You showed me. You were like, show me the MVP medal. You're like, look.
So cute. Let me see it. Really good. Yeah, of course, man. And your mum.
It was a grateful time for Molly.
I went over to see your parents and just say hi, and like everyone was so happy. Did your brother have his wife though as well?
Yeah, he had
I remember.
He had a wife, yeah.
Dude, that was so cool.
You know, like I had one thing that you could put your neck, the blasting, also the blast MVP, and the MVP from HLTV. And I gave everything to my parents, you know.
Really?
Yeah, so they could carry it, you know. They could see it.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant.
That's insane.
Now, we got to look at one thing as well, though. World final was great, but somehow most teams, they succeed, they go play a break, then they struggle. You guys, it looked like there was no break. You guys went straight in.
Yep.
Spring groups, no problem. Okay, spring groups is a bit easier, right? It's not like you're not getting teams that have extra strength, but then Katowice, man. And this is, remember, obviously, the better you do in a tournament, the more I interview you, the more I'm seeing you. But there was something different in how I saw you. Edward was with you again. And this is why I'm a big fan of Edward, because, like, I had such a good feeling with you. And you had a different level of confidence. He obviously won his MVP, you'd won a tournament. But at Katowice, you were like, yeah, this is ours
Yeah,
from very early.
because
Now, most players have confidence and tell me that, and I'm like, okay, because I can tell when it's a bit fake, or I can tell when it's like they just believe in themselves. All players should believe in themselves, but you guys were like, no, we've got this.
we were unstoppable.
And I was scared when you had Heroic in the final. Heroic was like, I'm thinking,
we were not scared.
good. I was scared when you had Heroic in the final, because that's a team that, okay, on stage we can speak about them maybe struggling or whatever, but I was like, it didn't matter all the other teams you faced, I was not worried. But when it come against Heroic, I'm thinking, this is a team where any of their players can level to a point that it will be too hard for you guys. Like, if you let one map slip away, and remember it's best of 5 here as well, so it's like, if one map went, I could see things starting to slip too much for you guys. I don't know what it took from you, but that was a crazy final.
That was a crazy final, and it also was crazy group stage as well, because we had some really good teams like NAVI, FaZe in our group stage, and don't remember actually the third team, but I can just say like absolutely we were like unstoppable after even break.
Bro.
Like we just came to the tournament with the mindset of like we won the world final, you know. We just came like after some vacation, just with a good mindset, you know, and with a good approach to the tournament. And obviously, like we can get the one more trophy. Why not?
One more time. Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
So easy.
Yeah, and just coming to the finals, or to the grand final against Heroic. Obviously, I think it was the best opponent that you could get in that time, and they're also like looking good even now.
Yeah.
And yeah, in that grand final, Rasmus won us a game.
How so?
Rasmus, of course, like if you could imagine how he was calling on Mirage, and just on even other maps, you would understand it, you know. I cannot explain you how, but he just won us a game by calling wise, you know.
Yeah. You
It
felt
was
like a
just
good
so
read
sick.
on the game.
Just I'm gonna tell you that on Mirage, like I'm gonna tell to people. Maybe you don't play like a lot of Counter-Strike, but I
play a lot. I'm still bad.
Okay. Like imagine you're playing Mirage on FaZe. We played exactly almost the same T side on Mirage in grand final, like on FaZe. We were running out middle 3 or 4, even 5 maybe times in a row, and we were just killing everyone. It was like that. If you could like download or install the demo from Katowice grand final, you could maybe see it. You could maybe like, just you could.
You
like
were
maybe
pugging.
Yeah, we were like pugging. Yeah, I remember I was running short with op. I was killing connector after on short, after in kitchen. Like it just was. I was buying Neki. I was like killing people on middle. We were killing together, like everyone. Everyone was like sharing frags. You know, just really good times. And yeah, it was like kind of like face it T side. And Rasmus won us the game. Yeah.
And this was your dream as well. So we talk about that Instagram post. Do you remember the conversation we were having the whole event?
Yeah.
Like just in DMs when we're talking, I was like, I believe you, but I was like, this is crazy. This seems too good to be. And you had full confidence. This is why I look at you, where you became a boy to a man. I'm not looking at age, but I look at like there was a different m0nesy in front of me from world final to Katowice, and this is where you had full confidence, full belief.
Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, definitely, I agree with you. Yeah. I think like after world final, after Abu Dhabi, I just became like stronger with in case of like mindset, you know.
I could feel it. Do you remember there's that time, this is the funny one, where I was saying to Nico, I was like, I'm doing an interview with you, and I said baby goat, and he's like, he's not a baby goat.
I
He's
remember,
not a baby.
it was before we walk on the stairs, you know.
Before they go up the stairs and go, and he's like, he's not a baby, he's a kid. And I'm like,
I remember, yeah. It was before we played Heroic or before we played someone else?
it was your semi-final game.
Semi-final game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Of course I remember.
And then Yanko at the end of it as well was like, so it goes off away from my interview to the desk, and Yanko's like, Nico doesn't want to hear any of James's
You're fired.
I was like, oh shit. And the thing is, it's because you guys were so focused. You guys were so ready. That was like, oh.
I can tell you, like, in Katowice, we were the best team. Like even if I would look at myself and my team in Katowice, you could just see us like, that we were like so professional, you know, not professional, but gonna say fair enough, like different team. I don't want to compare it to now because I just don't want to come in the past and get something from it and get in the present, you know, because like in the past you just learn, you know, like, don't want to talk about it, you know. But in Katowice we were the best team, and I think we have like really good reps to get like be the best team even now.
Yeah.
Because like we know how to play Counter-Strike, you know, we have everything in our heads and everything in our hands, but we just need to handle it, you know, like handle it. Not how to say, not how to say,
Handle it? Like, do you mean?
like manage it, like together. You know what I mean? Like just put it all,
Oh,
put it all together.
yeah, put all the pieces together.
Put all the pieces together, like put all the puzzle together, and you will have the best team.
But looking at that now, so this is it. This is the high point. Then afterwards, we start to see other teams play better. We start to see struggles of you guys. I look at events where Hooksy is looking like he's super sad. I've spoken about it to him on interviews. But the major, do you feel like the pressure of that major is what made you lose it? And do you remember the veto where you played Vertigo or that last map and we're all confused of what happened at this point?
I all remember, yeah.
Because we all thought this is G2's major, this is Nico's major, this would be m0nesy's first major. Like, this is where our minds were at. What was it like inside G2? What was it like for you?
Of course, it's definitely. I think it's just pressure. I think it's pressure, and like maybe not a lot of people who are watching from home and watching the games from home, you know, understand it. But when you come to the tournament and you understand that this tournament is going to be the last major of CS.
Yeah.
First of all, it's for Nico, and first of all, it's maybe even for me, because you will not have any more majors in Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, I mean, in CSGO, and you just still pressure, you know, and people, and I mean players and teams who came in this tournament from like qualifiers, you know, and they have nothing to lose, you know.
Oh.
Like
No pressure as well. No one's talking about them.
Yeah, like they have nothing to lose. It's like do or die, you know. And we have the same mindset, like do or die, but we have something to lose, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, like it's gonna be last major and Nico's last major in CSGO, and obviously, like everyone had pressure. And when we played the third map Vertigo, yeah, it was
Bro,
not the
so
best,
confused.
not the best veto for us, because like some players, even me, like we downright like how to say we like Vertigo, you know.
Yeah.
But you don't have the best player, the best team on Vertigo, and we played not the best way on Vertigo as well.
I know Nico hates it. I hate it as well.
I hate it as well. It was my favorite.
You used
map,
to play it on NAVI Junior all
It
the
was my
time, bro. You
favorite
used to
map, though.
dominate.
Yeah, it was my favorite map though. But now it's not my favorite map. My favorite map now is Nuke, even though I didn't play
I love
Nuke in my
Yeah, you
in
didn't
NAVI
play on
Junior.
NAVI Junior.
You see how things changed. Things have changed so differently, yeah. And yeah, Paris major was the last major in CS:GO, and
Do you remember what did I do to you when you got eliminated?
what did I get? Sorry,
What did I do to you when you got eliminated? Do you remember me coming to see you?
bro. I remember we took a picture with Edward.
No, we took that before you got eliminated. We didn't
after-
take that when you got eliminated.
Yeah, but after, oh my god.
When you were in your little room, I got you out of your team room.
In the team room?
I got you out of your team room. Yeah, I came to see you and I said, come to me.
Was it like downstairs, no?
Yeah,
In the lobby?
yeah.
I remember, yeah. Oh my god. Like,
And I grabbed him because he sent me this message, and it's still, I've got it on my Instagram, and you said, I will never have one of those trophies by my name in CSGO.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
mattered to him, not the trophy itself. You know, like you played in a quarter, a semi-final. And I just remember I grabbed you, right, and I held you and I said, Ilya, you are still one of the best. You're still so young. You're still so talented. And I said, this is just in CSGO, and I know it hurts now, but like, you have your whole career. But the thing that bothered me is that you were so sad about that. But do you know what it showed me? You don't care about the prize money. You don't just care about the. It's like, you want this legacy. You want this building for something bigger.
Yeah. I just like.
And look how far you've come.
Obviously, yeah. But the thing that hurted me is that like I will never get like the trophy of CS:GO in my inventory. You know, that's like something. It's not because of like prize money, as you said.
No,
Not because of money. It's just because of the
it's legacy, man.
remembering.
It's a legendary thing. It's only few people ever have that.
Yeah, you just like you will have this trophy, not even trophy, but just at least coin, you know, from quarterfinal, and you'll just remember it, you know. And when you anytime when you join CS, I mean when you launch CS:GO, yeah, or CS2 doesn't really matter, you will see this trophy coin and you will remember. you'll have some, I don't know,
Don't worry.
some good times, you know.
You got plenty of chances now, plenty more chances,
Yeah.
many years. But I know it hurt you. I know it was sad. But this is what I want to come to on G2 now. We're after Paris Major. We're sitting at these events. You still got the same lineup, which I think is a good decision. But do you feel like you're so near to winning again? Do you feel like you're close? Do you feel like you have that chance in you?
Of course we have.
Yeah.
Of course we have the chance. Just everything in our head, you know. If you come to the tournament with the mindset of champion and the mindset of like that you want to win, you will win you will win any game. Just everything in the head, you know. Everything in the head. You have everything. You have like not even strategies, you know. You have the best team. You have the best management. You have the best players. But sometimes you just lose yourself, like in CS. You know, you do mistakes. You know.
Yeah, and it can be one little detail that throws it all out for you.
Sometimes you even repeat mistakes,
Yep.
and this is even worse. You know, when you repeat mistakes, then it just shows you that you didn't learn anything from the past. You know.
But one thing you do is learn. Now, this has come to the end of your career part. We're towards the very end. We get onto some more fun stuff. But before we get onto more fun stuff, anything you want to say to everyone out there? Anything you want to say on terms of just your career?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Nothing much to say. I think I already said, and maybe even gave some advices
You definitely did.
to people, and maybe people saw me how I started playing and how I continue playing in my team together, and how I continue my career. Hopefully you like me as a player, and I also love haters, and some haters became my fans, and I need more of them, you know. I know one guy said it already like this, but I know even who. But
Sasha.
of course, yeah. I just remember it, and it's really
This
good.
is why he's baby goat.
It's really good sentence
Yeah.
to think about, you know. So it's nothing much to say, guys. If you want to be also, if you wanna just also start playing CS:GO, have a good mindset of champion, and you will win every game.
And that's what he's got. Now, it's funny, right? Because I've known you since you were 14, 15.
What 14, 15?
14, 15 years old since I've
Yeah.
first known you.
Yeah.
And I've seen you move teams, lift trophies, been through all this together. Now, the Flash nickname. You like the Flash nickname?
Yellow Flash?
The yellow Flash.
I like it. Yeah.
You like that?
Of course, I like it.
But baby goat nickname, is you really like it or not?
I mean, let's talk. Okay, let's talk open. Okay.
Yeah.
GOAT means great of all the
Greatest
time, right?
of all time, yeah.
I'm not still. I'm still not. And first of all, if you want to come even close to be the great of all time, like Sasha and Zaivo, yeah, I'm gonna say their nicknames. You have to do a lot of. You have to do a lot of things to be one of them, and yeah, like I don't like to call it to call myself like this, but I like.
No, you don't have to, yeah.
But for example, I like when you call me like that, so it just gives me some good smile on the face, you know, and confidence.
Because some of us now use it, right? We was talking with some of the other talent, like you know Mahone, who does all the analysis stuff, like all the telestrator segments. He's like, oh, it's my favourite one, and I said the only at first when I was using it, I was using baby goat as like a good meme because it's like you are supposed to be the next best one, right? But you've still got so much of your career to go. Like Zoru and Symbol have had their careers for a while. But with you, the baby goat, another AWPer, you're being so young, but also the fact that like when I said it and you were on stage and you know the cameras go on you as I'm giving the voiceover, I just saw you smile as I said baby goat. And I was like, cool, I'm gonna keep saying this. So you do like it?
I do like it, yeah. I
There
do
you
like
go.
it because I saw people writing that they don't like you, that you're calling me like this. You know?
Yeah.
I like it. They're writing that Ilya doesn't like it, you know.
Yeah,
But I like it.
see, this
like
is
it.
where we get the truth out here.
So yeah, and also about Yellow Flash, maybe like nobody, like maybe someone, like no.
I think for us in commentary, right, or the commentators, your nickname's Yellow Flash, but it's easier to just call you Flash. That sounds good in a commentary when they say like he's the Flash or it's like that. Yellow Flash kind of gets caught up, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
But like, you know, your famous clip with the Navi one on the first Katowice where you, yeah.
1v3, yeah.
The baby goat thing, JACKZ puts that into the cast by saying like the shepherd's stick,
Takes down,
you know.
take down
So
the goat.
it's like, it's so good.
It was so good. That's why this is also my best, not the best memory, but just I will remember it like not like forever.
It's such a sick cast, such a sick cast.
It was a sick cast, yeah. The shepherd takes down the goat, something else. I don't even like understand sometimes how like commentators they can come up with these ideas, you know, to say something in the microphone.
I was amazed. I was just amazed by it.
Yeah, if I would be commentator, I don't know. I would just say like I would be out A, you know. Something like this,
just real basic,
insane, yeah. And about like Yellow Flash, yeah, I just watched Naruto.
Yep.
And I just wanted to be really fast. Like not in terms of shooting, you know, in terms of like thinking and being one step ahead of your enemies, you know. That's why I wanted to be fast like everywhere, and that's why I put Yellow Flash. He was my favorite character.
You've got the fastest flicks by far.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Actually, that's a question now on your flicks. So when you're flicking, you're hitting all these crazy shots, yeah? Does there sometimes where you miss and you think, maybe I should try slow down? Does it ever come into your mind? Or is it just your style now and you hit it? Because sometimes you hit so many crazy ones. Like if we think the MIBR one. You remember the MIBR Inferno one? Like how
was good, yeah.
It's incredible. How was that even possible? But if you were not that fast, you would not have done that clip, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you flick so fast. I'm like, yeah, no wonder he missed. Because how do you control this? You know.
I'm gonna tell you, I won the clutch against MIBR not because of I was shooting really fast.
They also ran at you.
That's the thing, yeah. And I also thought really fast. I needed to fake the bomb, you know.
Okay.
I needed to fake plant first and kill them. Without fake planting, they wouldn't come on me, you know.
Yeah.
So it just came in my like mind really fast, and that's why. Okay, like the word fast, I'm not gonna use it again because it's too much. So also I'm gonna say something to people and to you. Maybe it's gonna be something new for you, but about missing shot and hitting insanely good shot and not hitting easy shot. Yeah. Sometimes like I have this, yeah, like, and now I think like from this moment I started hitting more easy shots than before, you know.
Okay.
And hitting also like hard shots. So I have this balance, you know.
Before, so you're trying to find it.
Yeah, before I had balance, but not close to what I have now, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you that on the pro scene you have 3 players that I saw that are really, really good in shooting wise with rifle. I'm gonna tell you, it's Nico, Beat, and Rain.
Ooh, you put Rain up there.
Of course.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna tell you because listen, when people shooting with rifles, obviously like everyone knows every angle. For example, on Mirage, yeah, when they search B, when they search mid or A, yeah. But not a lot of pro players can kill in uncommon angle, you know.
Yeah, the quick snap down to him.
Not even, yeah, even quick, but for example, when he's going out and you don't expect him, you know, but you're still putting your crosshair so you can kill him, you know, in uncommon,
in the right place.
Uncommon angle, you know.
So like when say someone's connector, and instead of being in connector, they're like towards the side, just out in the open, not hiding behind not looking on a short.
And those players who I named, they're like the best in their job, you know.
Okay.
And obviously you have common angles, yeah, in connector always holding, yeah.
So you look here, yeah.
I can prefer this guy with rifle as well, but those guys, they can kill you in a common angle even though you're staying, for example, in off angle or in the middle of nowhere, something like that, you know. You'll have no chance against them.
Dude, I'll say this, there's probably 5 players that make me scream when I watch, and it's like simple, we'll do some stuff, Zaiwu, you, Nico, and then the only other one is like Exile.
Exile is so good.
But Exile now has become more of a sprayer. So at the beginning he was because now you don't scream at sprays. He gets cool clips and you go okay. But MI5 at the moment where I see sometimes like you do the flat, you do the flick stuff, right? Sasha does things that I say that should not work. Don't do that. Zaiwu's just like a fucking robot.
Robot, yeah, he's so
just
good.
So I get no. But Nico, he'll tap, but he might miss the first 5 taps. Then he'll hit 1 tap, and then another guy will pop in and go 1 tap, and I'm like, So how did you miss the first
Yeah.
4? But then you just kill everyone else who comes your way.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just-
the thing. That's the thing.
Because if I miss the first 4 shots, I'm like, oh no, oh panic.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's what I was thinking a lot before, like about uncommon angles and really good, like easy angles. Sorry, common angles. So yeah, and sometimes obviously like I can also miss some easy shot, but I'll hit hard shot.
Yeah.
But
By the way,
yeah.
I'm bringing you to teach my son. I keep telling him, my son's 6, and I'm like, Harvey, m0nesy started playing when he was 5. You are not he plays Fortnite and Roblox and Minecraft, which is fine, but I'm like...
Minecraft.
Yeah, no, bro. Thank you. This is the same reaction I have. So he watches at my events. He even told me, he's like, oh, Dad, I want to do your job. And I said, no, first you need to be like m0nesy. And I showed him, and he watches games with me, but he doesn't play. He wants to play his games that he likes. So I'm going to bring him to an event, I'm going to sit him down with you, and I'm just going to go copy him. So I'm just going to copy and go, copy and go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to set this up so you can inspire my son.
Yeah. I can.
Yeah.
I can.
Look at you, you feel pressure.
Inspired, not pressured, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
We'll work it out when we get there. Right, the last thing to do, you got any?
I mean, I can, like, about inspiring, and to be honest, like, everyone knows that I was watching Fallen a lot back in days, and Fallen also inspired my brother. Like, my brother also liked to watch Fallen, even at 1.6. But the thing is, like after Fallen, when Simple wasn't his peak, I like to watch Simple most of the time. Like, I didn't mention it a lot in interviews, even though like people were saying like, did you watch Simple a lot or not? I was saying like, didn't.
It's the obvious comparison.
Yeah, but I like every time, for example, when Sasha was streaming and he was like #1, he got #1. I was like watching his streams, like he was the guy who was like, I was watching him, and after I wanted to play as well,
Yeah.
I wanted to launch CS and go and play Face It and destroy people,
Nice.
That was the thing that I liked the most, because like even now, for example, like if I would look like some highlights from back in days, like 2019 or 2020, I would still like watch and after go and destroy people, because it just gives some extra motivation to play as well.
I get the same thing. This is no joke. You ask Scrawny, Launders, someone like that, I'll finish an event, not like a blast group or something, but say we finished a major or I've been in an arena. I'll go home, I'll play CS, and admittedly, I'm not you guys, so I try play and I stream and I get destroyed. But in my mind, for the first few games, I'm like, I can do what these guys can do. Then I have realization that I cannot do this shit, and I'm old and I go back to being support player and throw flashes. But you'll see me, the first day,
Like me.
the first day streaming, I'm like, I'm going for no scopes and shit, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and then I go, yeah, maybe I don't try this. We're losing elo here. This is bad.
Like me supporting. When I played with Alexi, when I started playing in G2, I was also throwing a lot of flashes though.
Yeah, don't do that. Go kill m0nesy.
Yeah, now I got killed.
That was much better. So majors. I know you want majors, right? Every player wants to win a major. CS2, the future. That's what we want to do. But how important to you is, like, you had top 7 in the world for HLTV first time, your rookie year. How much is that important to you, and do you still dream of being a #1 player in the world?
I think just like being like top 7 or being like, I don't know, just being in top 20. It first of all, it shows me that I did a good job, like in terms of like playing in this year, and that my individual level was on good point, but it still can be better, and it just shows me also that I don't know, it's just a good thing to be in top 20 as well. It just gives you like extra confidence, as I told you before, because this confidence really it really needs to be in your like mindset. You cannot lose it. Like that's why like Simple, for example, like maybe he's not like sometimes he's not like doing maybe the best moves, but he's killing people when they're coming to him. Like he can. Also, the things to discuss, like that he's killing people in uncomfortable situation for him, Like for example, in
pressured and stuff. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say from shit, he can make, how to say,
good.
Not good, but I forgot. Like candy. From shit he can make. He's able to do candy. You know.
Oh, this is the first time I've heard that. I love this. From
Yeah.
shit, he can make candy. So
Yeah, like-
something you can't eat into something you can eat.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And they're rushing to him, and he can make like a candy smell. Like it's insane. Like it's good to think. It's also a good thing to watch. And a lot of people. That's why like he's the best. You know. And it's because he has confidence.
Yeah.
And he just he played in Liquid before, and he got a lot of experience. He's been playing in NAVI for I don't know how many years. Like he
Nearly
just-
8 now.
Oh my god.
Long time.
So yeah. And
So do you still dream and is a goal to still be the #1 player in the world sometime?
I want
you
to
want
be.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be. Yeah.
'Cause, like, you
I'm
think
on,
Zywu-
I'm on my way.
Zywu doesn't say he wants that stuff. Simple always said he wanted that stuff. Zyu's first rookie year, he went to #1, then he lost it. And this is again just on interviews, I was like, no, I don't really care. But you know, Simple really wants it. And I see you as someone who, I want this, I want
I
to go
want
for
to
this.
fight for it. I want to fight
Yeah.
for it. I want to be the best. Like, but without the good team, you would not reach it. You know.
That's why you made the choice to G2.
That's why. Yeah. That's why I have a good team, and only my team can help me to be the
Yeah.
be the,
And
the best.
that's it. Simple was only at his very best when the team was doing really well, you know?
Yeah.
It all
Yeah.
comes together then.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah.
All right, our final thing is we're going to watch some of these highlights together. So we're going through the best of m0nesy 2022 highlights.
I see you already
Kills
watched it.
needed to make.
Oh my God, I just woke everyone up.
I see you already watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, it's you. Of course, I already watched it. So,
And it is the simple one.
so this one's Astralis G2. This
Oh,
is,
that's a dog. Yeah. That is Astralis.
yeah.
That's the game to get playoffs. You know. You see, I'm repeating a lot.
You what? By the way, you get pushed off. Look at your movement. It looks like you're speed hacking.
Speed hacking.
Because you're just like
Maybe,
everywhere so
actually.
fast. No, you're
Actually,
not.
maybe.
Don't say that. They're going to clip this for
Look,
you. So
I'm
Zitnik's
so
now.
fast here. I'm
Dude,
so
I
fast.
can't move this fast.
I can.
I know you can, but you got the scout, which makes it look even more crazy.
Yeah. 1v2.
Poor Hunter's just died in the meantime.
Oh my god, Dust 2. Oh my
Wow.
god. I want to play Dust 2 again.
Oh no, I love Dust 2. It's well, after Train, it's my favourite map.
Oh, Config. Config is a mistake.
And look at
though.
this, you have 1 HP.
Yeah. I just outplayed Blame F. No, I think he didn't expect me to stay on short again because it's not profitable for me to play here. Yeah.
Dude,
Everyone-
it's the... It's just...
Bro, everyone started screaming. Look at me. Everyone started screaming. I was like, what's happening? Oh my god, I remember my... Oh, I remember
This is
one
the
as well.
Ancient one. You love Ancient though, right, man? You
I
play,
love it.
playing around here, you're so good.
I love it, yeah. Bro, I was so good. And now I'm also not bad. Oh, yeah. that was quick though.
And Jota was aggressive.
Oh my god. There was some good moments from
This one I don't remember.
I remember this one. Oh, I remember.
Do you know what's crazy is that this has been filmed on GoTV. So normally when we watch it in on the broadcast, it doesn't. We don't see it as good as like this. So this looks so. This editor's done well because look at you.
Ah,
The way you look at it. What sense do you have?
2.
Only 2,
I
bro.
have the same as Zybo, though. I just know that Zybo has the same as me as well.
And Sasha's like 3.9.
3.9.
Yeah, 3.09, right?
Oh my god.
Bro, you're so.
Look at me.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my
By
god.
the way, this is my golden gun.
Golden gun.
I want it so
Look,
much.
yeah, look at me. Like,
See, look. This one, the one on the exit.
look, I'm faking the bomb, and this
But
guy's
dude,
peeking.
Okay, let's go. Your teammates just get absolutely destroyed. You miss the first shot. You miss the second shot. You then no scope exit. You look at the like.
That's fast though, yeah.
It's so fast,
I know you like it.
dude. I was watching this live, right? And obviously, I'm predicted you. I'm cheering for you, and I'm screaming at the TV.
How's
at
it
this.
possible? Good, like secrets from m0nesy. I remember everything. I rewatched it not 10 times, maybe
You
100.
actually are commentating it.
He must be scared.
We got m0nesy commentary on deck.
I remember.
Oh,
This, what about the worst clutches we've seen for a long time? I remember every word that he said here.
you must have seen it a million times.
Bum.
Look,
I
how
you
can
see?
you
I
miss?
missed. Okay, can I go back?
Yeah.
Look, you'll see. What I told you before. You can miss easy shots, but look, hard shot. Look, boom.
Boom.
Look, boom. Like hard shots, I'm hitting, you know, but sometimes easy shots not hitting, and that's not common for people. You know?
No. Because once they miss the first one, they feel pressured, so then they make the mistake where you're like,
Yes,
no,
yeah.
okay, I got this.
Yeah, and that's what I'm working with as well. Like I'm trying to hit every shot that I can. I'm trying to work on my flicks as well. Like I'm trying to move. I'm trying to work on my movement as well. Like I'm not only like going aimbots and just spinning around, you know.
So how do you practice? What's your
practice?
like? I mean, I'm not talking about like. How do you warm up? How do you get yourself sharp and ready?
I like to play KZ first. I like to play KZ first to feel the mouse and mousepad, and after I just go some aimbots. I'm not trying to spin around, you know.
Just
to
the
be,
normal aim maps, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to put my crosshair on the head and shoot, you know. I'm trying to like do it slower, not fast enough.
Okay. What KZ map do you
Wait.
like? Any?
KZ, I like variety fix.
Variety fix.
KZ underscore variety underscore fix.
Okay.
Look, nobody noticed, but I flicked him. Look. Because it wasn't shown on the camera. You know what I mean, like
On the pipe POV, the observer.
on the POV, yeah. Look, I'm smiling. Oh my god, I love the stage.
Wait a second, who's coaching you then?
It was Amanek
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that.
or Jerome, our manager.
There we go, look at that.
Faster than a flash. Nobody faster than a flash, of course. Look, I jumped. He thought I jumped down.
Boom.
Wait, Jerome, it's our manager.
It's Jerome, yeah.
Yeah,
Nyack, yeah?
yeah, Niak.
I miss
Nyack or
him.
Niak. Wait, you will see. You will see. Look, a lot of my highlights are made of like. Look, I missed easy shot, but look what I did. Like, who could expect it? Nobody.
Look at it.
Like people who are not watching even CS like a lot, like don't understand. I'm gonna pause. Did you know that I didn't know that he's there?
So why were you aiming there?
I expect him to be there.
You didn't know he was ever you expect. Okay.
Actually, like because we had a game plan and I got told that he's crossing a lot mini Delpan, and I didn't know in this round that he's there. Just to make sure. I didn't know. I was just I was
the
just
timing,
aware.
perfect timing.
And you know, like this guy who will die now, it's gonna be kickers maybe.
Yep.
He didn't expect him to stay on short because usually like oppers they rotate, you know. Yeah, James, a lot of stuff in the game, small details and a lot of details.
This is why I like looking at highlights that you guys want to do these interviews, because I can think something and an analyst can think something. But even the analysts who are some like Maniac, who are one of the best analysts we have, right? It's you only know so much because they're not playing at this level. They're not playing in your situation right now. Things have changed.
I agree, yeah. Oi, it was fast. Oi.
Plopsky actually thought, I've got time. No, not against the Flash.
Plopsky wanted to leave already, I think.
He was like, GG.
Oh wait, Hattrick didn't play here.
That was the Fozy days.
Oi, it was not delicious. I remember I flicked here. It was a good flick. Oh my god.
Do you still use
so
Dragon Roll now?
nasty. I still have, yeah.
Yeah, you still use it?
I still use it.
It's your main one.
It's so nasty, holy shit. That's the game after we lost to Fnatic.
Ah,
You remember?
yes,
I lost to
yeah.
Fnatic, yeah. And I told you that I wanted to. I just started
Bounce
playing
back.
myself. Yeah.
Yep.
I started playing my game.
For
So good. Oh yeah, I remember.
same game with a FAMAS. I hate this weapon so much, bro.
Same. Oh yeah, headshot. You see?
How did you get nerfed?
I don't know. I took Deagle.
Oh. That just looked like you just swinging.
Yeah.
How much do you practice your recoil control with guns?
I practice it on IEM bots as well.
Yeah.
I shoot bot and I like spray transfer to another bot.
Ah, but you feel like you know it by muscle memory, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. I have like 18k hours already. Oh, I don't know how.
18k hours, bro. 18 years old and 18k hours.
Imagine.
You know, in 1.6, I had like about 12k. But then when it comes to CSGO, I'm at like 2k. I have become an old man.
I was so focused to watch the clip. Oh my god. Yeah. JACKZ, what a legend.
JACKZ on Liquid was the weirdest move ever though, man.
Bro, I laughed when JACKZ and Scream were playing together.
Dude, this was only a year ago and it feels like so long ago. Oh, here we go.
Bro, simple beat electronic. Who did you think like would believe I would clutch this round?
No, I didn't believe. I was watching it live. Boom. And this one against Sasha ego. So my thing here is Sasha ego peaks you. This was the I will take him down. There's no way.
I wouldn't be m0nesy if I wouldn't 3-pick here.
Yeah, but he ego peaks you. You know, like so in his mind, you're fast, but he believed he was better. So in that position, he didn't think you were going to get him. In my eyes,
maybe
we'd have to at some point sit down and go through this clip together because electronic, right, and bit, they died. That was kind of going to happen just to his position they were in. But simple, could have hidden in the site, didn't have to challenge you, and he knows how fast you are. But he believed he would still get that.
Yep.
You were like, and he didn't have a second chance, like at all.
Yeah.
It's very different.
I wouldn't be myself if I wouldn't 3-pick behind the pillar as well.
See?
I could also stay alive because I knew I am low HP, you know. I could also maybe stay alive a bit, but play the round.
Well, you believed in it. You believed in your shot.
Yeah. I wouldn't be myself. Like in a lot of moments, I'm repicking because I'm just me, you know.
Another one against Navi.
Oi. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna change with Nico now to AK. I have AK now, and I'm just gonna kill everyone here.
Because he was low health, yeah.
Yeah, you see, I love rifle, man. I love rifle. And I killed him in a headshot.
Poor Bit, man. Bit's trying to run away. He's like, nope, not happening.
He doesn't want to take duel with me.
Bro, your picture looks so baby here, man.
Yeah. So baby. Wait. Someone will jump now behind the ball or behind the wall.
Oh, you got it up here, right? Yeah.
Oh my god. It was so fast.
See, even you know it's fast, bro. By the way, I'll tell you how much of a rat I am. You know that half wheel spam? So when I'm facing and I'm really just being an arsehole, I get someone to sit behind sandbags, I nade down and I say bait for me. So what I do is I spam the half wall with the AWP, but this used to be when we had 2 bullets. I spam and just half health them all the time. And then I wait for I say, look, I'll fall back, they're gonna chase me, and my teammates just like da da da. And the other thing is to get the auto sniper, the CT auto sniper, it does so much damage through there. So if they ever rush and I spam a full clip, I'm always getting them like half health to low.
It's so nasty, no?
Bro, it's horrendous because you think of the angle when you're spamming that half wall, it does good damage.
It's insane good damage.
So if you ever destroy one team for me, yeah, when you're really owning them, just tell Nico, I need an auto sniper, and just do that for me. And I'll be like, that's a m0nesy play.
You will not believe, but a few days ago I said that auto sniper is underrated.
Dude, it is. Like, if you've got stupid money and you're really owning a team, just put them further down, buy an auto sniper, half wall spam on B.
It's underrated.
I want to see this.
Okay, once I will buy it for sure. In the grand final of major.
No, don't do that. I feel bad if you lost the round.
Get try to. I think both Scar.
He loved it.
Look.
Oh, the tap.
Bro, how did you lose this game? Oh my god. I can't believe
it is
we lost.
It is face.
It is us as well.
This is still a JACKZ and Lexi moments.
I heard the flash. Holy. Look, I heard the flash. Of course I'm fast enough.
You still really love CS, don't you? You still love playing.
Not even laugh, I just enjoy so. Like I cannot you have a lot of things in this game that you can do, it's insane.
I watched you and Nico playing with CS2 on Mirage, you know, and shooting for the event, that little clip you have of each other.
Look what I'm gonna do. That's why we leave for to watch this. Yeah.
These
With
highlights,
Nick
these
Watt.
clips. Yeah, on CS2 Mirage, you saw the
Vent.
murder hole, yeah, vent, and you just like, oh, you can shoot through this now.
Yeah.
You just love little gimmicks.
Of course, yeah. Because it's just the game. I live
Yeah.
in this game. It's
But
just something more.
to me, you really still enjoy this, you know?
Yeah.
It's not just a job to you, it's like you're happy.
No, I never called CS:GO. It's my job. Like I don't like it. It's not. It's my hobby. Not even a hobby, but something else that I cannot live without. If I would need to play if I would need to play for free or like without salary, I would play, because I wouldn't stop playing,
That's good, man. That's the way to do it.
Just like some people, because I have different mindset, just something different.
That's what makes you special. m0nesy,
Thank you.
thank you very much,
Thank
man.
you very much.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it as well. Was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time, a lot of time. Under the Scope, episode 2 done with m0nesy. Something very special here. My little bro, my baby goat. It's been a long time, but you got majors to win, HLTV #1 spots to take, and a bright future when it comes to CS2. But we got to finish CS:GO first. See you on the next episode.
See you.
I told you. You happy? Fucking did it, man. You did it. I tell you. Okay, I put a volume. You have to put a volume on.
I have volume. Oh my.
Turn it up. Turn it up.
Because I spilled coke.
Oh.
Oh my God, James. What? This noise.
He got good sound, yeah. That's alright. It's me singing.
James, are you crazy or what?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I said my editor, I was like, okay, if I sing, and dude, she was recorded, because I said I'm going to put it at the end of our video, our interview. Baby, go do 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 do, baby, go do 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 do, baby, go do 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 do, baby, go. m0nesy do 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 do, m0nesy do 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 do, baby, goat.